You too, y'all know they screaming back at this shit again. Screaming again. And today I'm finna be reacting to some video, you know, that's what I do when I'm on live, I just react. Cause they don't be sure to do, and it's late night, it's 11. So, you know, that's what I do when I'm on live, I just react. Cause they don't be sure to do, and it's late night, it's 11. Ooh.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it.
Alright, what this area?
Say hey, wave in the camera. What's your name?
Pay attention to these children. They are just two of hundreds of kids who were reported missing by their parents between 1993 and 2001. This footage shows where the kids were found, a 400-acre compound isolated in a rural part of the state of Georgia, where normally no outsider is allowed entrance. The footage shows massive pyramids, a towering sphinx, and strange monuments. Inside, everyone appears happy, waving at the camera. But behind the smiles, these people are hiding a disturbing secret. When the local sheriffs investigated the missing children, they were met at the gate by armed men. While what really went on inside the compound remained a secret for decades, doctors in Georgia started noticing an alarming pattern.
Hold up, what the fuck? That shit out in Athens. Hey, bro, you heard about this shit in Athens, Georgia? Come here, bro, look at this shit. You know they had this shit going on in Georgia? Athens, this shit ain't even that far, bro. This shit ain't that far, bro. Look at this shit, twin. Oh, my mom, look at this shit, twin. They said they were taking people and fucking...
Everyone appears happy,
I don't know.
waving at the camera.
They
But
said,
behind the smiles, these people are hiding a disturbing secret.
Look
When
at
the
this
local
shit.
sheriffs
Look like some
investigated the
Illuminati
missing
shit.
children, they were met at the gate by armed men.
This shit was around here.
While
That's
what
in
really
Athens,
went
Georgia.
on inside the compound remained a secret for decades, doctors in Georgia started noticing
Look
an
at that
alarming
shit. Athens, that shit ain't that far from here.
pattern. Multiple hospitals admitting dozens of children from the compound, as young as 11 years old, who were pregnant.
The kids was that was 11 was pregnant. This shit was going on down here. Nah, that shit crazy.
The FBI quickly got involved, planning a raid on the compound to save the hundreds of children living behind the gates. But the FBI was afraid of having a repeat of the attack in Waco, Texas, a cult raid which saw dozens of young children murdered and sparked mass hysteria. The FBI would have no idea what they were up against until one 7-year-old girl escaped the compound before it was too late. She was the only one who could expose the truth.
Oh shit.
It's 1977 in New York City. 2-year-old Nikki is living with her mother in a small apartment in Queens, New York, a neighborhood riddled with crime and violence.
There was a lot of gangs. There was drugs everywhere. Heavy on crime, heavy on murder, especially on Bushwick Avenue.
Every day, as Nikki's mom leaves for work, she experiences the brutality of the streets of New York. She thinks about little Nikki. This is not the world she wants her to grow up in, but with little money, the single mom doesn't have many options. But one day, everything changes when Nikki
You want a piece of peanut butter cookie?
Bro, shut your dumb ass up, bro.
It's peanut butter cookie. Talk about a peanut butter cookie.
Fucking on your bitch, yeah, she look like some ducky in the back, clutching on my Glock like a rookie, beating on her back, trying to put a track, yeah, I'm trying to pull a track, and I'm beating like a pookie. Hooky ducky snooky, beat up on the pussy, yeah, they call it road shit.
Call it peanut butter cookie.
Cause that's a peanut butter bitch. She gets us some peanut butter dick.
Peanut butter dick.
Eat a whole bunch of shit.
A whole bunch of shit.
Slap a dick up on her face.
Dip up on her face.
I ain't trying to catch a case.
No case.
Niggas trying to murder me, put me away. But I got the switch on my fucking side, and you know I'ma bust it anyway. What the fuck the Muhammad? Y'all trying to get high up my brain. Yeah, these niggas trying to play. I put that shit up in their face. Boom! Alright, get back to the video, y'all.
Fa.
My pizza, bro, I can smell that bitch.
His mother is approached by a man in a long white garment. He hands her a book and points at the address printed on the cover. That night, she becomes filled with curiosity and reads the book cover to cover. finally feeling that her prayers and hopes for a better life are being answered. Immediately, she decides that she will visit the man the next day. As she walks down the street, she proceeds with her usual caution, but as she approaches 717 Bushwick Avenue, she feels the air around her begin to change. Slowly, she hears the faint sound of a choir singing. As she walks in, she sees children laughing, playing, and running around freely in beautiful garments. She comes face to face with an entire community, a community who preaches about their struggle while lifting each other up. After this first meeting, a new routine starts for the young mother. She begins attending the gatherings regularly, finally finding a place that feels like home. Slowly, the streets of New York feel safer with the help of this new community, and as the years go by, Nikki's mom starts to change. She finally sees a future for her and her kids, one that is hopeful and full of possibilities. Nikki, now 7 years old, starts to become more and more aware of her mother's faith, and for the first time since her mom's discovery, she tags along to a sermon with her. Nikki's mom watches her daughter as she enters. Seeing her child carefree and surrounded by such peace and joy brings tears to her eyes. Behind this safe community is one man who made it all happen. It's charismatic preacher, Dr. Dwight Malachi York.
He could walk in this room and get along with everybody. He knew how to bring people together, and that was his personality.
The community, known as the Nuwaubian Nation, had its roots in New York City back in the 1960s. At the time, the city was an even more dangerous place to live, especially for African Americans, who faced daily discrimination and violence in the years following segregation. Racial tensions were high, and the streets of New York were no less forgiving. Muggings, drug deals, and violent crime were a part of everyday life. So for many, the new community offered more than just a spiritual and cultural liberation. It was a safe haven for Black residents in New York and across other cities along the East Coast.
For people of African descent, our history, our culture were literally severed by slavery. So who are we? Here comes Malachi York and says, oh, I have an answer to that.
You are the original man, Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, Cleveland founders, the father of civilization, and God of the universe.
And York says, well, why can't we have our own communities that are consciously planned for people of African descent?
And if you're not black, you don't belong in this room.
All right now.
It's a black thing.
That's right.
York was an accomplished speaker who spent decades building this community. He often spoke about fighting for Black Americans and had ties to the Black Panther movement. On the side, he was also a musician, producing his own smooth jazz, funk, and disco records. He was an artist, an activist, and most importantly, the leader of the Nuwaubian Nation. His message of self-empowerment and strength only grew stronger into the 80s, and that's when, in 1986, Nikki's family takes a big leap of faith. At just 11 years old, Nikki officially moves into the compound in Bushwick, New York. Along with her two younger siblings, she's promised a roof over her head, protection, and the assurance of a better, brighter future.
It was an exchange from the hard knock life of being on the streets to moving into a community that was completely secured and protected by our own people.
But with their new lives come new rules, new customs, and ultimately, a completely new way of life.
My wardrobe changed, how we ate changed. We would study the Quran. We learned Arabic from Arabic teachers.
The spiritual leader is particularly fond of Nikki and her siblings and makes sure they're well fed, properly dressed, and kept entertained. He pays them close attention, greeting them warmly, checking in on their well-being, and ensuring they're included in community activities. For Nikki, the attention feels comforting, special. In a way, she's found a new father figure to look up to, someone both protective and powerful.
A little after I joined the community, my mom became one of his wives. That meant I was one of his children, and I looked up to him. That's my dad.
Dr. Malachi Dwight York is the center of the Nuwaubian Nation. He is revered as their leader and their savior. He is the provider of safety and hope. By this point, there's over 1,000 members, and their community center in Bushwick is becoming increasingly crowded. It comes to a point where it's clear to York that they've outgrown the city streets, and a new chapter needs to begin.
A physical.
Hold up, chat. Give me 1 second. Alright, we back, Scream. Let's get it.
With our own passports and our own tax system. I'm talking about our own nation, where no one tells us what to do but us.
Dwight York decides to build a new home for his congregation, and it will be over 900 miles away from New York, in the rural farmlands of Putnam County, Georgia.
We're driving cross country. You see the rural areas that we weren't accustomed to seeing. We pulled onto the property and it was just open land. It was amazing.
The property was out in Putnam County in a very rural area, a little over 400 acres. Isolation was very much a factor. They were coming to Georgia. They were going to form their own nation, not subject to the laws of the United States.
Before York starts building in Georgia, he decides to fully overhaul the Nuwaubian Nation doctrine, drawing from different cultures, religions, and mythologies from around the world to create a new identity for his community. He makes drastic changes to his appearance in his quest. One moment, taking on a Western persona, donning cowboy hats and boots. Next, he claims to be an extraterrestrial being called Yanun, and even going as far as calling himself Chief Black Thunderbird Eagle while wearing a feather headdress. He moves from one identity to the next until he lands on the perfect one that will define the new Nuwaubian nation. York gathers his followers for a sermon. There, he proclaims the true origin of the Nuwaubians, that they are, in fact, descendants of ancient Egyptians from a different planet. His loyal followers welcome their newfound identity and quickly get to work. They begin building. A massive sphinx head is erected, towering over the previously abandoned farmland. Artists are hired, murals are painted, and before long, dozens of elaborate structures and several large pyramids begin to take shape. With each new structure, the place transforms into something so bizarre and theatrical, drawing more and more attention from their neighbors and passersby. Dwight and his followers name it Tama-Re, Egypt of the West.
If you were coming into Putnam County on Georgia Highway 142, all of a sudden there are pyramids out there in the middle of a cow pasture. It was very unusual.
Have you seen their property out there?
Oh, I've seen it.
What do you think?
I think it's kind of strange.
Though the neighbors are confused by the strange new community, the compound isn't disruptive. The grounds stay tidy. There's no noise and no trouble. It's strange to look at, yes, but it appears harmless. But the truth is not what it seems, and what's really going on behind these walls is far more disturbing. 2 years after joining the Nuwaubian community, Nikki finally feels settled in her new home. But then, one day, one of York's wives finds Nikki alone on the grounds. She calls her over urgently, leading her to a private room, and that's when the woman tells the young teenager something she never expected.
One of the wives, she had a conversation with me and said, York would be the person that would teach me about sex, and she would help me and talk to me because, you know, these are things that you want to know as a growing woman.
In a state of shock, Nikki doesn't know what to do or how to feel. She just listens. Maybe this is normal, and every other young girl in the community gets the same talk from Dwight York as part of his teachings. After all, he is the respected leader, the prophet.
One of the things that he told us is the person who takes your virginity, that's the person that you're always going to be connected to and loyal to.
Oh, boy.
That's when the 45-year-old York comes in and locks the door behind him, leaving him and Nikki alone in the room. The young teenager looks at the man she calls her father. Something feels wrong. Suddenly, a strong sense of fear washes over her. In that moment, the trust she once had in him shatters.
And he was just like, it's not a big deal. Like, why are you making this a big deal? It wasn't something that I wanted to do, and he just kind of held me down and just did it. I was miserable. I used to write him many letters saying that I hated my life. And, you know, I wish I wasn't born, but there's nothing I could do about it. This is someone who, for all of my life, was our leader, our master teacher. So when you have that ingrained in you, you don't want to leave.
The world she thought she understood, the people she thought she could rely on, all feels different now. Everything has changed. and there's no going back. Nikki stays quiet, trapped by the rules and by the eyes constantly surveying her, making sure she stays loyal and doesn't disrespect the leader by going against his teachings. With no one to turn to, not even her own mother, it feels like there's nowhere else to go.
It completely starts out with gaining their trust. Your parent is telling you that this is God and this is our Savior. So they believed they were supposed to do whatever they needed to do to please him.
Nikki lives in fear, harboring a secret that she tells no one. Everyone in the community acts normally, praising Dwight York, worshiping their leader, not knowing the darkness this man possesses. But as the teenager grows up, something inside her tells her that she's not alone.
I started seeing the patterns of certain things. It started to remind me of how miserable I was when things started happening to me.
York's power has only grown, unchallenged and out of sight. A part of Nikki knows she needs to escape to save herself and the other children, but the fear of leaving behind everything she knows, everything she has ever had, is strong. Having been herself a victim of Dwight York is one thing, but seeing the same thing happening to younger children is another. In spite of years of manipulation and grooming, Nikki can still see how wrong everything is. Over time, she realizes that she needs to escape, not just for her sake, but for all the other girls who need to be protected.
Being in a space that's supposed to be holy and pure and protected and happy, but we're miserable, times keep getting worse and worse. And I was scared to leave because I'm not going to be protected. I don't know anything on the outside. But some parts of me was like, I'm willing to go to the unknown.
However, her mother doesn't see it that way. For her, the community is what saved her and her kids from the dangers of the world. Nikki gathers up the courage to confess her plan, her mom's reaction takes her by surprise. The side she has chosen is not her daughter's, and that's when a campaign of intimidation and pressure begins, led mainly by York, but also by her own mother. Despite the heartache, Nikki tries to stay strong. With no family on the outside to help her, she tracks down a former cult member, now living in Atlanta, who offers her a place to stay while she reaches safety. Meanwhile, York is furious to see one of his daughters trying to leave him. The betrayal is huge, and his pride is on the line. Nikki, by openly rejecting him, has cornered him. That's when York takes an unprecedented decision. In an attempt to save face, Nikki is not leaving him. He is the one kicking her out.
The day I left, I was scared and numb and feel like this is it. If I'm gonna die, then at least I made that one thing, that choice of my own, because I didn't have any choices. I had to do what I was told the whole time.
Her mission is clear: expose the disturbing truth about York's cult and save the children still trapped at the compound before it's too late. But unbeknownst to her, the FBI is already on it. For years, the FBI has been quietly building a case against the cult leader, ever since they started receiving the most unusual phone calls from across the country, calls from parents who all had missing children.
We would get calls from a mother or a father. My daughter's down there in a cult. I can't get in touch with her. I don't know what's happened. Can you try to find out for me? But I would go there. There was always an armed guard at the gate. You know, they wouldn't let you on the property. At that time, I didn't know what was going on.
Then, doctors from the surrounding area started sounding the alarm. They were uncovering a horrific pattern. Girls as young as 11 years old were showing up at hospitals pregnant. As they traced their locations, they all came from one place, the Nuwaubian compound. While agents continue their investigation into York, there's growing concern about the potential violence and innocent lives that could be lost if the FBI confronts the community leader directly at the compound.
We had received information over the years that he had a stockpile of weapons. We were concerned about a shootout.
York becomes increasingly aggressive and reckless, appointing armed guards to guard the gate, while the locals of Putnam County become even more wary of their strange neighbors as things escalate.
When I went by there one morning, they're marching around with guns, and I just don't think that's the thing to have.
When you're met with armed individuals who claim that they're not subject to your laws, armed conflict is usually instantaneous.
We're going after the leader of a cult. How are we going to do this? How do you infiltrate a cult?
It's clear that something sinister is happening at the compound, but with no witnesses willing to talk about it, authorities are left in a tough spot. Both the FBI and law enforcement in Georgia don't want to have a repeat of Waco.
We have what appears to be a fire going on right now, raging at the Branch Davidian compound.
In 1993, in Waco, Texas, just 1 year before the investigation on the Nuwaubian Nation leader Dwight York began, a 51-day standoff between the FBI and a religious group called the Branch Davidians ended in a deadly fire, resulting in 76 deaths, including 25 children. What began as an attempt to serve a search and arrest warrant escalated into one of the most tragic events in U.S. history. The aftermath sparked outrage in the media, with witnesses and survivors criticizing the government's handling of the situation. Now faced with the same fear, authorities are deeply concerned about how to handle their investigation on York. For nearly a decade, they did everything to build a strong case against the leader, but what they really needed was a real victim statement, someone on the inside who knew what was going on to expose the truth. And that's when Nikki, the girl who had just escaped, decides to come forward.
He took advantage of our work, our bodies, our minds. He had us fooled. He doesn't get to have the last say in that.
Finally, with the survivor on the record, authorities have enough evidence to make their move. On the morning of May 8, 2002, Sheriff Sills and an army of over 200 deputies, U.S. Marshals, and FBI tactical agents get ready to bring in Dwight York. The difficult part is that they need to prevent York from rallying his followers to violently resist the police upon entry. If this goes wrong, it could quickly turn deadly, and they know a lot of children are on the premises. That's when Sheriff Sills comes up with a plan. The first step will be closely tracking Dwight York, patiently waiting for him to leave the compound before the raid.
The FBI had him under surveillance on the ground and by air support.
Hours pass. The authorities wait in silence, in fear of what comes next. Finally, the gates of Tama-Rae open. They spot a sleek, black car leaving. The FBI agents start following it, doing their best not to get spotted.
We learned from radio communication that his vehicle had pulled into a parking lot of a grocery store. The SWAT team was there and the arrest teams. Our job was to make sure we could identify him.
FBI agents hold their breath, waiting for the car door to open. As they wait hidden in the parking lot, hoping Dwight York has been the man in the vehicle this whole time, one miscalculation could risk the entire operation. If it's not York, they can't risk the leader discovering that they're coming for him while still protected at the compound. Then, the car door swings open. A man exits from the back seat. The surveillance team confirms it. It's Dwight York walking out of the car. Now is the time to strike. The agents make their move just as planned. With meticulous coordination, they quickly move out of unmarked vehicles, approaching York, who, surrounded by a swarm of armed agents, finally has nowhere left to run, and the team makes an arrest. Now, it's Sheriff Sills' turn to complete his mission. He swiftly leads a convoy with dozens of local and federal officers into the gates of Tama-Rae, but not without caution. Hundreds of innocent children and their families live on the grounds. Despite anticipation of resistance and retaliation, they enter without force through the main gates.
As the deputies swarmed in, we created a big perimeter.
The raid was a show of force involving hundreds of local and federal officers.
After years of fear, secrecy, and abuse, Tama-Rae finally comes to a quiet end. The operation is successful and without any violence.
I remember thinking, you know what? We are going to prove this case. We are going to get some closure for so many victims.
Now, with York in custody and the Nuwaubian compound disbanded, Putnam County law enforcement continues building their legal case against York with the FBI. For nearly 2 years, they gather more witnesses, expert testimonies, and countless pieces of evidence.
York absolutely did not want to go to trial because all his secrets would come out.
At the beginning of January 2004, Dwight York's trial begins. He faces charges for several counts of child abuse, rape, racketeering, conspiracy, and tax fraud. While York sits in the courtroom finally facing accountability for his horrific crimes, the survivors sit together, hand in hand. Among the survivors is Nikki. She looks at York. He is no longer the self-proclaimed god and prophet she once knew. To her, he just looks like a regular old man, his hair turning gray and his body appearing frail in an orange prison jumpsuit.
I hadn't seen him in 3 years, and actually it was kind of liberating because I felt like he can't tell me anything. He can't make me do anything. That was the first time of me getting my power back.
Nikki stands with her head high, nervous, but with strength. She walks toward the witness stand to testify against the man who once had so much power over her.
One witness would lead to the next in terms of identifying victims. And in the end, we identified and interviewed at least 40 victims.
After 3 weeks of testimony, on January 23, 2004, Dwight York is found guilty on 11 of the 13 counts and sentenced to the maximum penalty. Among the litany of state and federal charges against him, York pleads guilty to 74 counts of child molestation, the interstate transportation of minors for criminal sexual activity, conspiracy, and racketeering.
York is currently serving a 135-year federal prison sentence on lockdown for 23 hours a day. He has exhausted all of his appeals, and that's where he will remain. Justice had been served for these victims.
What that sentence does too is assures these people that they can now walk with their head high, pursue their dreams.
After York's conviction, Nikki moves to South Florida with a new lease on life. There, she pursues her GED and finds her passion as an artist with a mission to serve the community and empower others. In 2015, Nikki starts an organization called What's Your Elephant, which uses the arts as an avenue to challenge social norms. For the last 20 years, Nikki has positively influenced her community. Dwight York called himself a leader, but Nikki actually became one.
He had us fooled. He never cared about us. He took advantage of our work, our bodies, our minds. Now that he's in prison, he's living how he forced us to live while he took advantage of us. He doesn't get to have the last say in that.
Her strength to stand up for herself and for others hasn't gone unnoticed. In 2004, after testifying against York, she received the Louis E. Peters Memorial Service Award, the highest civilian humanitarian award in the U.S. Through her determination to turn her pain into purpose, Nikki continues to work with underserved communities, supporting them to speak their truth and share their stories. Today, she stands as a true leader, proof that even in the darkest chapters, healing and purpose can emerge.
She got a little too drunk and guess she wanted to start a fight.
That mother punched me in my face before any of this happened.
She threw more stuff and then come on top of me.
I hope and pray to God that this ends up on YouTube.
She been believing the heck out of me.
I hope you choke on a donut, you. Y'all better hope and pray to God nothing happens to my baby girl while this is going on, because I'm going to sue every one of you.
Arkansas police respond to a quiet neighborhood after a couple's argument turns physical. But what begins as a simple domestic disturbance quickly spirals into something far more unsettling. As tensions simmer behind closed doors, a child becomes the quiet center of a full-blown nightmare that no one saw coming until it was far too late.
I was running down the road and he had me and he was dragging me down the road.
The following is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. On the evening of August 11th, 2023, officers from the Jonesboro Police Department are dispatched after a 911 call from a 17-year-old boy reporting that his mother and her fiancé are in the middle of a heated argument that has turned physical.
What's going on? Who called?
Me.
What's happening?
She's going absolutely crazy.
Who?
My mother.
Okay. So what's got her all worked up?
I think she's drunk.
Okay.
But I don't know. I come here and she's just acting crazy.
So you were here when...
I got a phone call.
From who?
From him. He's down there staying away from her. She tried hitting him with a skillet, I guess, and he's trying to stay away from her.
Who's he?
That's her fiance, I would say.
Okay. Hold tight right here.
The officer approaches the man involved, later identified as 33-year-old James Mansfield, hoping to get more details about the family dispute.
What's going on?
She got a little too drunk.
Okay.
And I guess sorry.
No, you're fine.
So close. She got a little too drunk and I guess she wanted to start a fight and she threw something across the living room, blamed it on me. I said, no, you're lying. It's you threw it. And she threw more stuff and then come on top of me. She been believing the heck out of me. I said, look, dude, I swear to God, I didn't lay a hand on her.
What's her name?
Christy Cloquet.
Okay.
So we've had our few fights before. Cops have been called like a few times. Nothing really drastic has happened. But this time he showed up and she really lost it. So I don't know.
With one side of the story, the officer heads toward the house, where 35-year-old Christy Cloquet waits outside on the porch. What he doesn't yet realize is that this call will set in motion a chain of events far darker than anyone could imagine.
What's going on?
I don't know, really.
You don't know?
I'm gonna get past this broken glass back up. I'm a little bit drunk.
Okay.
Can't lie.
I gotcha. Are you able to tell me what happened today?
Can I sit down?
Huh?
Can I sit down?
I'll tell you what, real quick. Come here for a second. Hands behind your back.
Go ahead. Here. Can I put this down?
Yeah, that's fine.
I didn't do anything bad.
Uh-huh. Well, he's got a pretty bad looking bite mark on his arm.
Who?
Your fiance over there?
You got a bite mark on your arm? Where?
Down my arm, yes.
I didn't leave it. You know that better than anybody. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not the type of person to just bite somebody.
The officer detains Christy for both their safety, noting her visible impairment and her own admission to being drunk.
Are you ready to tell me what happened then?
Yeah.
All right, what happened?
I'm not exactly sure from the very beginning of this morning, but I know he went to work. He came home early and he wanted beer. So he went and got his beer. He's not a bad guy. I'm not a bad person. We just don't know how to sell things the right way.
Okay. So he comes home from work early. He wants beer. You guys
He
start
wanted beer.
drinking. Did you get into an argument? No, I'm gonna be honest.
Hold on. Give me a second.
Okay.
Still overwhelmed, the officer helps Christy sit on the porch to calm down, unaware of just how volatile this relationship truly is.
Okay.
He's a good dude.
Okay. Well, I'm not saying. I don't think you're calling him a bad person. I don't think you're a bad person. I just want to know what happened.
That's not what I'm trying to say. He's not. He's an amazing person. He's an amazing man.
Okay. So how'd we get to this point today?
He left this morning. Oh, and he went to see another female. He went to see a beautician who works next to him. And I didn't know it, but I didn't even get any attention. I just asked him where he was.
Mm-hmm.
He told me to go myself. It's gotten worse and worse and worse from there, little by little.
Okay. So that happened today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so that's what you guys were arguing about?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm not crazy. I'm not suicidal. This bastard just acted like a idiot.
Okay, so how do you explain the marks on his arm that he says that he has?
The bite mark? He did that to himself. Look at it.
To himself?
Yeah, okay. Look at it. You can see his top 2 incisors on the right side of the bite.
Okay. Did he put any hands on you or anything?
I can't say that. I can't.
Because the thing is, if you're telling me that he's lying and he's lying knowing that you'll go to jail, why protect him?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. That makes no sense.
Despite the officer's words, Christy continues to avoid placing any blame on James, a decision that will soon have devastating consequences.
All right, Chris, you got any shoes inside that you need?
Somewhere in there.
All right, you want to explain to this officer where they might be so she could go grab them?
Am I going to jail?
Yes, ma'am.
For what?
Domestic battery third.
For what now?
Domestic battery third.
For?
Throwing stuff at him and biting his arm.
What's the bail for that?
You'll have to see a judge first. Hang on. I'm not done.
Oh, no, I'm not doing anything bad.
Let's stay away from the glass. How about that?
Yeah.
I'm just going in to get socks.
Okay.
Okay. Do you care to tell me where your shoes are, Christine?
Yeah, they're in there somewhere. You'll have to have him show you.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to show her where some socks and shoes are for her? Anything else out of there you need, like a phone or a wallet, anything?
I have a phone in there, but I don't know where it's at.
I think she threw it on the ground.
Are you coming to get me?
I'll do what I can.
One officer follows James inside, where they get the first glimpse of the chaos that unfolded.
So I see that she threw stuff and broke glass. Was she throwing that stuff at you?
Oh no, the only thing that got thrown at me was whatever she threw from the kitchen to the living room. I don't even know what it was. Anything else you see in here, I was outside. I wasn't even in the house.
Inside, the signs of turmoil are clear. DVDs and other belongings are scattered across the floor, and holes mark the walls in multiple rooms, including the living room and bedroom, though it's unclear if any were made during this dispute. Lying on the floor is the frying pan James claimed Christy had chased him with earlier in the day.
I don't want to see this.
Yeah. How long did you say you've been together?
About 4 years and 5.
Because I've been over here 2 or 3 times, and I've never met you.
I think you were over here one of the last times.
With James's help, officers locate Christy's belongings and bring them to her outside.
Here, let's go have a seat. We'll get you out of the heat.
I don't care about the heat. I just want that mask feel pressure.
Christy is escorted to a patrol vehicle and placed in the back seat, where her calm demeanor takes a sudden and unsettling shift.
This son of a is hilarious. Y'all are taking this like he's Joker. This is why women and children end up dead.
What state is your ID out of?
Because like you.
Ma'am, What state is your ID out of?
Do what?
What state is
Arkansas, duh. Can you not tell by how I talk?
Nope.
Well, it sucks for you. What sucks even more for you is that you're putting an abused woman in jail. I hope and pray to God that this ends up on YouTube, because you're going to go down the drain when it does.
Who?
You are going down the drain when this goes on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Y'all really don't care about nobody but yourselves. Please just go so I can get home to my daughter who is at home with him. My poor sweet girl.
Back at the house, James questions the officer about what's going to happen to Christy.
What do I need to do about getting her out?
Okay, so
She's not
saying she'll have to see a judge.
That's going to have to be after Monday, so I
It'll
can't
have
do
to be
anything.
Monday, so you can't do anything till then. But also, what the judge typically does automatically is issue a no contact order. So you'll have to talk to the prosecutor about dropping the no contact order if you feel comfortable with her coming back.
She's got a little too drunk. We've had this happen a few times. I mean, you've been here.
Yeah, but normally she's never been violent.
Well, she has. We just never really.
Every time I've been here, like, she's been loud, but I've always been able to talk her down.
Yeah, no, she's had a little too much this time. And she got called really quick because I wouldn't go in no fight today.
Right.
I wouldn't do that. And I'll be honest, we've had a few. I've told officers before, we've had a few fights before. Nothing serious enough to really call anybody.
Okay.
But one of our fights, I ended up getting my tail end whooped by her son. Yeah. Fine, okay, I'll stand up, I'll take my own public. Okay, fine. Yeah. This time, he's got fists like an 8-pound sledgehammer. Plus, it's underage, so I'm not pressing charges. Yeah.
Inside the patrol car, Christy's outbursts continue, and the officer makes a decision that only seems to add fuel to her rage.
Oh, don't let me catch a lawsuit. Oh, don't let me catch a lawsuit. Oh, don't let me catch a lawsuit. Yeah, close that window, you piece of. It don't stop me from screaming through it. That punched me in my face before any of this happened. None of y'all give a. None of y'all give a. I am an abused martyr, and you close the window on me. I hope you choke on a donut, you.
As they grow nearer to the police station, Christy's behavior begins to take another drastic turn.
Look at me. Turn to your right and look at me. You can't. Why? Because, you know, people like me do not belong here. The pain in your eyes says you know. You've been through this, and you wish to God that someone had been you to save you from that abuse. But no one did. And so now you're taking it out on me? Instead of being the person who could save me from it, you're being the person who puts me through it? I love you, and I think that you are a sweet, amazing guy. And I hope and pray to God, pray to God that someday you save a girl like me from what I've went through. You're gonna save somebody. I'll remember my words someday.
Now at the Jonesboro Police Department, Christy is taken inside for booking, but quickly finds herself in yet another verbal dispute, this time with another arrestee.
No. I'm not talking to you, ugly. We weren't talking to you. Yeah, I'm not talking to you, though. Girl, you better be quiet. That's the police. Are you my mama? I don't need to be your mama. Are you the police, though? Look. I'm just trying to. No, this is what he arrested me for. Walking. Now's the threat. That'll be a reason to lock me up. Thank you. So get your gun.
Although this domestic dispute appears to be winding down, the events of this night would soon be eclipsed by something far darker in the coming weeks. According to Arkansas court records, Christy Kluke was charged with third-degree domestic battery. While her exact bond amount isn't publicly listed, she spent nearly 3 weeks in jail before bonding out, being released into a whole new nightmare she never could have imagined. On August 30th, Christy is released from jail and calls 911 later that same day. But this time, it's about her 13-year-old daughter. She asks for police to meet her at St. Bernard's Medical Center, where officers arrive unprepared for just how harrowing the situation is about to become.
Yes.
Hi.
Yes, right here.
Hi, can we talk to you?
Yes, absolutely. Please do.
Okay. Okay. I'm Officer Starkers from the police department.
I'm Christy.
What can I do for you?
My daughter has been assaulted by my ex, but me and him got into it about 3 weeks ago. The officer arrested me, and I've been in jail for the last 3 weeks. Over the last 3 weeks, he has force-fed her alcohol, drugs. He has sexually assaulted her. She has bruises and marks from head to toe.
Okay, do you mind if I ask her some questions?
Absolutely.
I know it's hard to talk about, okay? My name's Andy.
It's okay.
I'm here to talk with you, okay?
I'm so sorry.
Everything we talk about is not going to leave this room, okay? So I need to know how you were sexually assaulted, okay?
He got me really drunk.
This is your father?
It's her ex-fiance.
Okay. Alright. I want you to just calm down, okay? We're going to get to the bottom of this. Like I said, my main concern is your safety and your well-being, okay? I appreciate you coming forward like this. Okay, I'll be right back.
The officers leave momentarily but return a few minutes later and find Christy and her daughter inside a private room.
So, whenever your mom went to jail, they were together, right? Okay.
Normally he's the one that starts the fights.
I'm really sorry this happened to you, okay? You don't know how...
I didn't expect it from him.
Pretty brave, I'll tell you that. I'm going to let you know, just so you're kept in the loop, we do have detectives coming up to speak with you, okay? So
I've had that happen before with some other person.
A nurse enters and begins assessing and checking on the 13-year-old girl.
Are you hurting anywhere? Like, my foot, basically my whole body, because he was throwing me around. It's mostly my body, my foot, though, because he threw me into the dresser.
When did this happen? When's the last time?
Last night. All this stuff with my foot and stuff all happened last night.
Okay, as far as anything else that happened last night?
It didn't happen last night, it happened the night before last.
Okay. Do you have the same clothes on you good then?
Yes, sir. I don't even remember what clothes I was wearing.
Do you have the same undergarments on as well?
No, sir.
Okay. What occurred whenever she went to jail?
Yeah, slowly he started saying he would go for a ride. We ended up at the liquor store, and then he would convince me to drink vodka.
Okay.
And he would give me weed and vapes.
Mm-hmm.
And then he forced himself onto me.
Okay. When was that? When did that happen?
That was like the second night after she left.
Okay, this has been 3 weeks ago? How many times has it happened since then?
Like over 6 times.
Okay. And you were intoxicated?
Yes, sir.
What happened at the end of this?
He just rolled over on the bed and went to
After
sleep. I'm just glad I finally got to tell somebody.
I am too. I wish you would have called me sooner.
I couldn't.
I would have came and got you out of that.
I tried to get out of the house last night. He kept throwing me away from the doors.
So he was keeping you in there against your will?
He kept me in my room.
Okay. Did you have a phone at all, or?
He broke it.
He broke your phone when you tried to call for help?
No, this was a couple days ago. It was on accident. He was at work and I was with him.
A doctor arrives and conducts a full-body examination, noting multiple bruises and scratches across her arms, legs, back, and neck. In addition to her visible wound, she's later x-rayed, revealing that her big toe has been broken. But if these injuries weren't evident enough, she claims that there were witnesses to these attacks.
It says you hit your back on a dresser, and then does it say your little, is that bro, your little brother?
Yeah, my little brother was yelling at his dad to tell him to let go of me.
So your little brother was there too?
He was sitting on the couch in the living room, and I was trying to get out of the house. There is a witness of him dragging me down the road.
Okay.
It's the lady, our next door neighbor, the one with the crutches. She was going to call the cops, but I told her not to. Okay.
After receiving a foot cast for her broken toe, the 13-year-old is transported to the Northeast Arkansas Children's Advocacy Center, where she'll undergo a forensic interview. The interviewer begins by asking the young girl to describe what happened during her mother's domestic dispute 3 weeks ago, and in her answer she offers a far different picture than what James told police the day of the altercation.
And when did the living arrangements change? Tell me what's going on.
The last 3 weeks ago, whenever James got drunk and started a fight and got her arrested.
Okay. Were you home at that time?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, well, tell me everything you remember about that.
Actually, James got me drunk. And so I couldn't really tell what was going on because I was basically blackout drunk because I just took one shot. That was my limit. I know my limit.
Okay, well, tell me everything you remember about that night before you don't remember anything.
I remember them yelling. He was all up in her face, threatening her and stuff. And then I think he hit her, if I remember correctly. Mom ended up getting arrested instead of James because James was trying to drag Mama down the road and I guess she bit him.
The interviewer asked the teenager to go into even deeper detail about what's happened while her mom's been away, uncovering far more disturbing revelations.
I was drunk. He got me drunk just about every time.
Okay. Before Mom had gone to jail, did you ever drink with Mom?
No, never. Not until he gave it to me.
Okay. Do you remember how much you drank?
Me? I took one shot, and then he convinced me to take another shot. He was like, you know what, you'll be fine. Take another shot. And then I'm already out of it. He convinced me to drink the whole half pint. It happened 4 days in a row, the same thing.
Alongside the suffering she endured, she describes in detail what happened the moment she tried to leave the house, a decision that would trigger an even more violent response.
Tell me more about him throwing you.
That was last night. He broke my foot. He started throwing me around the house, and all I could hear was saying, Daddy, let go of her. You're hurting her. Let go of my sissy, Daddy. You're hurting her. Well, James was throwing me around, and then he threw me into my dresser, and I hit my back. And he kept trapping me in my room. Every time I got to a door, he would sling me across the room. He'd grab me and sling me. And then I got out. Finally, at some point, I got the garage door open, and I didn't even get down one step, and he just threw me down the steps, and that's how I broke my foot, 'cause he threw me on glass and stuff. I got cuts from the glass all over me.
Where was the glass at?
It was on the floor in the garage because the light broke. It was one of those lights.
Okay.
Yeah.
The glass that cut into her skin isn't new to this story. It's the same shards James shattered from the ceiling light 3 weeks earlier when officers first arrived at their house. But from this moment on, the violence would only continue to escalate.
And then I tried to leave again, and he choked me out on my bed until I passed out. I remember waking up, but he still had his hand on my throat, but he wasn't choking me out until he realized that I was awake, and he started choking me out. I was like, are you done? He said, are you done? I said, yeah, and then he threw me on the ground. And eventually he called and said I was the drunk one and that I was starting the fight. And while he was doing that, I finally found a way to get out of the house, and I was running down the road. And my mom actually just got a text about this part. I was running down the road, and he had me, and he was dragging me down the road. Like, my brother's girlfriend was just texting my mom and saying, yeah, I saw him dragging her down the road half naked.
What's your opinion on James?
I hate him.
You hate him?
I hope he rots in jail.
With the medical findings confirming investigators' worst fears, police moved quickly to secure a warrant for James Mansfield's arrest.
Oh, wait. Who's James?
Me.
You got a warrant, man. Hang it up. You can put it in your pocket if you want, or you can just
take it. Call Mom.
James is arrested without incident and taken back to the police station for questioning. What begins as a calm interrogation quickly unravels into something far more chilling.
Now, I know you're asking about the warrant. Warrant is for, okay? That's why I need to get your side of the story. Tell me about your relationship with her. Since she's been here the past 2 years.
Relationship's been good. I mean, when her mama got arrested, she wanted me to adopt her.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. If you can ask my neighbors, ask the guys I work with. She wanted me to adopt her.
Does kids ever drink at the house or anything like that?
I will be honest. I
hope so.
I have let drink a few times, but not enough to get. I mean, just enough to calm her nerves because she's tripping out because her mama's in jail and everything else. I found paperwork, notebooks in her room talking about how she just wants to drink or smoke so she can feel numb, not feel anything.
Yeah. Now, did Mom ever let her drink?
Oh, yeah. The night her mama got arrested, she gave her about 13 shots of Jack Daniels.
13?
13, yes, sir.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
You know, if I can handle 13 shots. I mean, with her mom giving her 13 shots, I'm guessing you probably felt like it was okay, too.
Well, I might have gave her, like, the last little bit of beer or something, just for whatever.
And plus, kids think it's kind of cool drinking mom or dad's beer or alcohol.
After her brother talked to come and picked her up a few nights ago, she was literally doing everything her mama had done.
Yeah.
Her mama accused me of this same thing 6-8 months ago. Nothing was ever done or anything that I know of.
As the interrogation continues, the investigator begins to question James on why a 13-year-old girl would make such an accusation.
Is she a truthful person?
No, she's just like her mama.
Just like her mama?
She will lie and manipulate her way out of anything.
Why would something like this come out?
Probably mad at me because I told her after that night there would be no more drinking, no more vaping.
Okay.
Told her, I said, this has got to quit. It's got to stop. We can't keep doing this. I said, if you want me to adopt you, you can't be doing this no more.
Now, was there anything that could have been taken by mistake from her? Any kind of showing affection or any kind of accidental touches or anything that she could have taken the wrong way?
Not that I'm aware of.
So she's never seen you and her mom nude together?
Not that I know of.
Has she ever seen you nude at all?
No.
You ever seen her nude?
No.
Why would she say you and her are having sex?
I have no idea. She's mad at me, mad at her mom, mad at the world.
What does she have to gain from saying you and her had sex?
I have no idea. Because I've done nothing but take care of her since she got there. I mean, I've had a few drinks, a few nights since her mama went to jail. I usually end up in bed passed out. Anything after that.
But what about her? I mean, has she tried anything like that with you or anything that you knew was just alcohol but was kind of inappropriate?
I know she said something about wanting to hook up with me, but that's, like you said, that's the alcohol talking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, heck no, girl, I don't think so.
They'll get a forensic interview and then also do a sexual assault kit.
Yes.
And when they do that, they collect DNA, in which DNA can stay in contact 7 days, even with the shower and everything else. Is there any way that your DNA is going to come back?
Shouldn't.
Well, it shouldn't, but that's usually, I mean, that's a yes or no. I mean, because shouldn't is kind of like a maybe. Well, maybe it might be found in there. And
I mean, that I know of, it could have been on a towel or something that I had used in masturbating, and it ended up in the dirty clothes.
Okay. So there's a possibility that your DNA could come back off of swab.
A possibility? But I don't know. I don't know nothing about a whole lot of that.
It's at this point that the detective steps out of the room to allow James to process the weight of the DNA evidence. But when he returns, the cracks in James's story begin to widen.
Think about that, what I was talking about with DNA?
Yes, sir. The only thing I can be aware of when it comes to that would be I used a pair of her mama's underwear, and her mama wear a lot of the same clothes, and they ended up in the floor and mixed up with other clothes.
Okay.
Am I going to be detained?
That's what I'm working on.
I'm just
trying to help you.
I know it's a question to ask.
Yeah. Should you be detained?
No, sir. Not that I shouldn't. No.
Let me ask you this, since you asked about being detained. Somebody in your position that came into a family, been with the daughter for 2 years, has built a good relationship with the daughter. One thing led to another, and they had sex. What do you think's happened to that guy?
Well, he's having sex with a little kid, so what should happen? I can come up with a million different things that should happen. But he is specific, couldn't he?
Did him? Do you think mistakes happen?
I do.
Do you think it could be a mistake that guy had sex with, I mean, just like a slip of the moment, like, after having it, what the heck did I just do? I need to get help, I need to talk to somebody. Do you think it could be something like that?
That could happen, yes, sir.
Do you think they need help? Do you think they deserve help?
Yes.
Yeah,
Everybody deserves help.
I do too. I'm a big proponent for that. Because unfortunately, I make mistakes. Everybody in this world makes mistakes.
If I screwed up, it was when I was drinking. I mean, and I'm not aware of it.
Yeah, and that's, again, understandable. Like we talked about a while ago. Alcohol will kind of impair you, and it'll make you do things that you thought of, but not, it's not right on the.
Any other time you
Any other
wouldn't go
time.
through the
Yeah.
action.
Just like the warrant said. That's a harsh word.
That is a harsh word.
That's a harsh word. I don't like that word really because it's not a cover-all. It's a charge. It is, but it don't tell the whole story of that.
Yes.
Because it means I forced myself on this girl. Forcefully, she was steadily saying no, 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 and I forced myself and had sex with her or him. A lot of times when people get charged, that's not the case.
Mm-hmm.
It's you're willing, she's willing, the age difference classifies different. It's not that you're that bad person, you meant to hurt this girl or you meant to hurt this boy. It's not that. And that's the people that need the help. Both parties regret it, and now both parties need to get help. Are you the party that needs to get help? I'm here for you, James. I don't want you.
I don't want any trouble. Sorry for the cussing.
James, you're not going to offend me anyway.
After 90 minutes of questioning, the walls James built around himself begin to crumble, and with them, his grip on the story he's been trying to protect.
What's going to happen to me?
Let's talk about this, okay? Do you want help? James, do you want help?
I want help.
Well, I'm here to help you, okay? But what we have to do, let's get this out in the open, okay?
I do remember saying a few times on the night, like the morning after being drinking, she said we hooked up. But I don't know. I don't remember it. Once I fell asleep, I was out.
I understand.
So if anything did happen, I don't know.
Well, James, listen, we're getting more into it than what we were earlier. Because you didn't say that earlier, did you?
I just remembered.
Listen to me. You know there's going to be DNA in there. I know there's going to be DNA in it. Okay? And what you're saying now is...
I'm not trying to change my story.
I'm just trying to kind of
No, I promise I'm not. I'm just trying to explain.
Right. And it's inevitable. We're going to find DNA in there. True.
More than likely.
And like I said, I work on absolutes, okay? It's yes and no.
Statement. Yeah.
Yeah. So the swab's coming back with DNA, and it's going to be your DNA.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. She told you y'all hooked up a few times. Y'all hooked up a few times. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want help? Yes or no? Yes. Do you want to get the help she needs?
Yes.
Yes. It's okay, James. It's okay. It sucks. I know you hate yourself right now. And you're mad at yourself.
I can't believe this happened. Okay. I'm going to jail now.
Like I told you a while ago. And there's a warrant out for you. Yes, you're going to jail, but you still get bond, okay?
Yeah, but this is a mistake that will ruin my life.
If you let it.
I don't want to.
You don't want it to, don't let it ruin your life.
How do you keep this mistake from ruining your life?
Show them what kind of man you really are.
And how do I do that?
Getting the help you need, like I told you.
I can do it.
And then become the man, a mentor, to keep other people from doing this, okay? What'd you tell now after all this?
And I'm sorry.
And of course, there's going to be no contact order.
I'm sorry, and I didn't mean this to happen.
James Mansfield was ultimately charged with 4 counts of and 1 count of engaging in sexual contact in the presence of a child. On July 15, 2025, he was sentenced to 45 years in the Arkansas Department of Corrections. Christy Kluke's third-degree domestic battery charges were dropped on April 29, 2024. As for her daughter, there have been no public updates on her condition or circumstances. If you'd like to watch our videos without censored and muted words throughout, and with more information included, be sure to check out our Patreon. Go to patreon.com/EwooCrew today to sign up.
There's been a significant amount of information provided to us related to child being accessed,
Right.
specifically from your home Wi-Fi. Where were you talking to him?
Believe on Roblox.
Mm-hmm. Just one?
I think it was like multiple.
When the gaming platform Roblox flags a user for deeply disturbing content, investigators trace the account to a 17-year-old whose activity was only the first move in a larger scheme. In the chat logs, they find explicit conversations with children, each one pointing to a predator who's been operating undetected for far longer than anyone could imagine.
How often were you having these conversations?
Probably about like 4 to 5, almost every day. I really didn't keep count.
The following is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. Please note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. On April 16, 2025, Marion County Sheriff's deputies and the Ocala Police Department SWAT team combine efforts to serve a search warrant at a Florida home.
Based upon the facts set forth in the affidavit, I find there is probable cause to believe that the following laws have been violated. Possession of child.
The suspected perpetrator is 17-year-old Christian Edward Scribbin, who's placed in the back of a patrol car with his brother.
Hopefully we're not going to jail. I don't think you won't.
Huh?
I don't think you won't.
Oh, you?
I probably won't.
Why with that? Love you.
Love you too, Dominic.
While his brother Dominic is not questioned about the case due to his intellectual disabilities, Christian and his father are each interviewed separately in recorded sessions with a detective from the Internet Crimes Unit and a Homeland Security investigator.
There's been a significant amount of information provided to us related to child being accessed,
right?
Specifically from your home Wi-Fi.
If one of your kids was to be involved, who you think it would be?
Christian. Dominic, no. Christian, yes. Because he's done it in the past, he's going to do it now, if he's going to do it.
Though they spare the details to Christian's father, what they're about to uncover is even more serious than accessing explicit materials of children and involves a disturbing and calculated pattern of predatory behavior. Before confronting Christian with what they know, they read his Miranda rights.
You understand those rights?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're 17 and a half years old, so when you say you understand them, I'll believe you. Having those rights in mind, are you okay talking with me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When did you get your phone?
Sometime last year. My dad gave it to me because I've been doing good in school.
What kind of games do you play on your phone?
Roblox, Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, card games mainly.
Okay. Why do you think I'd be asking that?
Because something happened, if I'm not mistaken.
In February 2025, Roblox reported Christian's chat logs to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Roblox is an online gaming platform where users, primarily children under 16, create and join games known as experiences while playing as customizable avatars. Christian regularly entered these experiences under the username Lost Shadow.
Where'd that come from?
A name that I thought of.
Okay.
I don't really remember. I just thought about it. Popped in my head.
Yeah, it seems kind of foreboding, just
like when you
Lost Shadow, just ooh,
No, like I'm like a Sonic type fan, so I think that's
okay, so it's Shadow from Sonic the Hedgehog.
I think so.
Okay, that makes sense to me. What do you think happened? You said you think something happened.
I was talking to a kid, but I really didn't know if it was like somebody who was under my age, and some things have been said, and it led to that right now.
Okay. Where were you talking to him?
I believe on Roblox.
Mm-hmm. Just one?
I think it was like multiple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what'd you guys talk about?
Like pictures and all that.
Mm-hmm. And so you talked about pictures. When we say pictures, what do we mean by pictures?
Like 30 pictures. I believe.
Okay.
So,
were they all your age?
They said they were. Well, not all of them, but some of them said like 15, 17, like around that range.
In one conversation reported by Roblox, Christian tells a child with an undisclosed age that he is 15 years old and asks unsettling, age-inappropriate questions.
When you lied about your age, what age would you say?
Like either a year above them, or if they're like a year or two above them.
Just in a sense, so they would be comfortable type deal. So if they say they were 13, you say, "Oh, I'm 14."
Or 15, yes, sir.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm being honest with you.
What if they said 10?
I think I said only a few, about 12 or so.
Mhm.
But other than that, I probably skipped.
So it would be safe to assume, and correct me if I'm wrong, that basically you wanted to continue that conversation. So you don't want to scare them with this age. So you put yourself at a lower age so they will continue talking.
Something like that, sir.
When the child doesn't share her own phone number, Christian gives his instead. Since Roblox prohibits the sharing of phone numbers, Christian tricks the filter by sharing it a few digits at a time and instructs the child to text him.
You share a bedroom with your brother?
Yes, sir.
Is your brother like messing around on Roblox too,
no.
or does he use your devices?
No, sir.
Does anyone use your devices?
No, but my dad goes through my phone. If I'm not mistaken, when I'm not here.
When's the last time you went through his phone?
It's been about 3 months.
Did you find anything?
No.
Okay.
It's just I find numbers in there that are not in his contact. And I ask him about it, and he says, "Oh, that's my friend."
While the platform blocks users from sending or receiving photos, a deeper concern persists as individuals continue to lure children away from the platform, where safety features can't protect them.
You can't send pictures through Roblox, right?
No.
So
you can't.
how do the pictures get sent?
Either through Discord or my phone number.
Discord is a communication platform that allows users to create servers where they can chat via text, voice, or video.
How you end up in Discord? Did somebody tell you, "Hey, open a Discord so we can talk here"? How'd that happen?
No, I went to it myself.
Are you part of any communities that talk about that process?
Like, what do you mean by communities?
Just groups of people speaking on social media or over text or...
No, sir.
No.
I don't think so.
So you don't belong to any Discord servers where people talk about that?
No, Discord servers, yeah, I was.
There's some pretty tight-knit communities, right? A lot of them are interconnected. A lot of them, people who are lower up in one server will start their own server. Do you remember what the general premise was behind the group? Was it like a grooming? You talk about grooming kids on Roblox, or
no, sir.
Okay, what was it then?
Like on Roblox or on Discord?
On Discord.
No, it wasn't anything about kids. It was just dirty pictures or videos, whatever.
While Christian admits to moving conversations from Roblox to Discord to speak in private and ask for photos, what investigators are about to reveal is even more horrifying.
Did you ever ask somebody for specific pictures?
Like of what they look like.
Okay, so you never said, send me a picture of a little girl or send me a picture of...
No, sir.
What about, do you ever tell anybody to do anything with other people?
Like tell them to do something to somebody else? Mm-hmm. I don't know, sir.
I think you know. I think you know what I'm talking about. Well, there's a conversation that I was provided because it rose to a level of concern that was pretty high, where you and another user were talking about their siblings.
In one deeply disturbing exchange with a young girl on Roblox, Christian issues explicit instructions describing in detail what he wants the girl to do to their younger male sibling and demands video evidence. Christian admits to detectives that the sibling was possibly as young as 8 years old.
I mean, what do you think the consequences of that are?
I could possibly, get arrested.
No, I just mean, what do you think that's going to do to that little kid that you're having him do stuff with?
Negative impact.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. Why did you ask them to make those videos?
I guess to mainly see if they were telling the truth or whatever. I think that was my main reason.
How much of that is going to be on your phone?
None.
None?
If I'm not mistaken, none, sir.
Okay. So what happened to it?
Most of the dirty pictures that I got were either deleted or they deleted them.
Despite the graphic nature of his messages, Christian appears not to grasp the gravity of his actions.
I wasn't trying to do anything bad. I think I was just like.
I mean, Christian, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think that that's believable or fair for you to claim that you weren't trying to do something bad. And I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be condescending, but I think it's important we are clear in here that is a lie. Is it fair to say?
I mean, yes, sir.
And are we going to find you speaking with any kids on your phone currently?
No, sir.
No? When did it stop?
Like I think it was like a few days ago, a week ago, something like that.
And what made you remove all those conversations?
Like Discord?
Or just what made you stop? Server get banned or wiped or?
Roblox, my main account did get banned.
Okay.
And I've been getting like warnings.
Though Roblox did shut down his account, Christian simply made a new one.
And you're saying on this new account, you did not try to talk with any kids?
On this new account? No, I did, sir.
As the conversation turns to how many children Christian may have targeted, the scale becomes overwhelming.
From the content that you received, like, for real, how many of them were, like, young girls that you know I shouldn't have done this?
A few.
And when we say a few, we're talking more than 5?
If I'm not mistaken, yes, sir.
So, since this kind of like constant thing you were doing, are we talking about numbers above 20?
Yes, sir.
Is the number above 50?
No, sir.
So we're more in the ballpark of 30?
Yes, sir.
But they'll soon learn the staggering truth that the real number may be exponentially greater. For now, Christian shares his perspective on the entire situation, admitting the outcome was not what he imagined.
I understand it's wrong, and I thought since I was like still a minor, I thought it wasn't gonna be like it wasn't gonna have a. I knew it was gonna be bad, but I didn't know it was gonna like lead to this.
Well, did you think when you turned 18 in a few months that you would stop?
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna stop eventually because it was a habit, but
Have you tried to stop before?
Yes, yes, sir.
And trying to stop before, do you believe you would have stopped?
Like I would have, but something like inside me just like kicked in and maybe wanted to do it again.
Mm-hmm. Don't you think that may have happened when you turned 18 as well?
No, sir.
You think
because I know when I turn 18 that if I do something like that, I could be in bigger trouble.
But you think a 17-year-old, it's fine to exploit 10-year-old children?
No.
And I'm not, again, I'm not trying to be condescending, but that's what you're telling me.
But no, I understand where you're coming from, and no, I wasn't.
You understand that what you're describing is an addiction.
Yes, sir.
So you might tell us right now that, oh, I'm 18, I'm going to stop. That wasn't going to stop, brother.
I understand.
I'm sorry to tell you that wasn't going to stop. It's going to escalate. This is the problem.
But that's why I was trying to like stop once in a while.
By his own admission, Christian is well aware that his age may have an impact on the justice he'll face for his actions, and has his own opinion for what should happen to him now.
Am I actually getting arrested?
What do you think should happen in a situation like this?
Honestly, my truthful opinion, like, I shouldn't go to like jail, but I think for my actions that I've done, I think I should like know what it's like to like go to jail.
Do you guys have any water? I got water. It's not cold, but you can have some. That's fine.
I know if you guys have like an age for like under 18 or something, you go to what is it called again?
The Department of Juvenile Justice?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think I should be punished for my actions and learn from my mistakes and never to make it again.
Okay.
Christian, however, may not get his way. While he did spend the night in the Juvenile Justice Department, the following day investigators returned to confront him with shocking new evidence. Just hours before the search warrant, he was in fact talking to another child, despite earlier claiming he had stopped.
I noticed there was a conversation with a girl yesterday with like a 406 number on your phone.
406 number. I was, but I don't remember who it was, sir.
Would you have continued talking with her today, you think?
No.
What made you stop talking with her?
Just lost interest or something like that, sir.
Like she wasn't showing her face?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Do you know how old she was?
Like, I believe 14 or 15. I do want to say something.
Yeah.
I know it's on there, but I forgot to tell you that I have 2 girls on there on Discord.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like you have them. You have one of them labeled a certain way on your bio.
Oh yeah, because she we were talking and she wanted to like be with me or whatever.
Christian's Discord profile reads, "I'm married by someone who I care about and love the most. She's very special to me, and I'm happy to have her in my life." According to the police report, his phone had no contacts or messages retained beyond immediate family and the children he was currently trying to exploit.
When did you start talking to her?
Yesterday.
And
yesterday.
Oh, just yesterday. Why say you're married?
Because she put hers as that, and I just wanted to like.
Where did you meet her? Was it on Discord?
Roblox.
Roblox. Okay. And then what about the other girl? Did you meet her?
Which one?
The other girl that's on there.
Same thing.
Okay. How old is she?
I think the same age. Sir.
How old do they think you are?
I told him I was 17.
Okay.
I told both of them.
Okay. Did you send pictures of yourself?
To show my identity, like who I am, yeah.
Did they send pictures of themselves?
Yes, sir.
Are they clothes pictures or
No,
something different?
just like face pictures.
Okay.
Show them. But the other one, no, she sent me outfit pictures or whatever.
Did you guys talk about, anything at all?
I asked for like content like that, but not like videos. Well, I asked for a little bit of videos, but pictures, and she said she wasn't comfortable with that because of her past relationship, and I respected that.
When asked once more about the number of victims, it becomes immediately clear that the number of children Christian was able to reach and exploit is far beyond what anyone could have imagined.
How many, a day of these people would you talk to? Because, seeing that you have the 2 on the Discord and you have the one just from yesterday, and then, there's a lot in the deleteds, but it looks like it's quite a few. How often were you having these conversations?
Probably about like 4 to 5, almost every day.
Okay, 4 or 5 almost every day for the past year?
Almost, yes, sir.
Okay. So probably a little bit more than 50 then.
I really didn't keep count, so probably.
The investigation uncovered conversations with children in 20 different states and multiple countries, and while attempts were made to reach potential victims, some couldn't be contacted. On April 28, 2025, 17-year-old Christian Edward Scribbin was formally charged as an adult. He was later booked into the Marion County Jail, where he remains held without bond. He entered a plea of not guilty. The case is ongoing, with a pretrial conference scheduled for September 9, 2025. If you'd like to see select new videos early and help us keep uncovering case files that rarely come to light, you'll find extra footage and unseen details on our Patreon. Channel memberships here on YouTube also include early access to select new videos.
At Laurel, we hear you. It's not easy to make a change. Laurel Institutes offers over 20 programs with career-focused curriculum designed to give you the hands-on skill training you need. Explore programs in respiratory therapy, practical nursing, cosmetology, welding, and computer networking. Whatever you're passionate about, Laurel's goal is to see you doing something you really love. Schedule a tour at laurel.edu.
Alright, fine, so give me a unit up here. Have you seen her before? Sir. Have you seen her before? Sir.
There's clothes in the boys' bathroom and the bed. He changed his clothes.
Ma'am, I'm about to lose my going
My
through a lot.
kid shows up missing, and we didn't do anything or put him in a database. That's unacceptable.
Put your hands behind your back now. Okay. You kidding me right now?
When police in Xenia, Ohio receive a call about a strange man claiming to be the parent of a young girl at a kindergarten ice cream social, they can't possibly imagine the twisted depths of the man's motives, or what lengths he will go to conceal them and escape. The majority of the body camera footage in the following video has never been seen before, and information included in the video was obtained through actual police reports. On August 22, 2022, St. Bridget Catholic School was holding their annual orientation and ice cream social. It was a time for their students, preschool through 8th grade, to come in with their parents, get to know their teachers, and enjoy ice cream in a safe, welcoming environment. On this day, however, the environment was anything but safe, all because of one man.
He's the one they're after, but I'm
After receiving a call that there was an unknown man posing as a student's father, several police officers raced to the quaint school and split into groups, trying to get to the bottom of the chaotic scene of frazzled teachers, furious parents, and terrified children. Of course, the questioning begins with the strange man at the scene.
What's going on, man? I'm Officer Peters. What's your name, my man? Weed. What is it?
Weed.
Weed?
Weed.
Weed? As in like W-E-E-D? Oh, it is? Okay. So what are you here for today?
People thought I was here to, I guess, find someone's child, but I'm having a lot of psychological problems.
You're having psychological problems? What kind of psychological problems are you having? Are you like diagnosed with anything like that you know of or anything like that?
Possibly, like, kind of, it's like a general diagnosis, but it's something that's gotten worse.
So what kind of psychological issues? Like what are you, in more of a description way, like what are you feeling? Paranoid. Do you know anybody here? You don't know anybody here? You don't know anybody's kids? Nothing like that? Okay, you from Xenia?
Fairborn.
Fairborn area? How'd you end up here today then? Like how'd you get to St. Bridget?
The suspect's hesitation and long breaks before answering questions is undeniably odd. But is it because of his self-proclaimed psychological issues, or is that just an excuse to give him time to come up with an innocent cover story for being at an elementary school? As you'll see, he has some trouble keeping his story consistent.
Fairborn area? How'd you end up here today then? Like how'd you get to St. Bridget?
Heading to a ER.
Okay, to GMA, like Green Memorial? Is that where you were trying to get to? Okay, how'd you end up here today? Like did you walk from Fairborn or like how'd you get here?
Actually, drove. I drove.
You drove here? Okay, is your car here?
Yeah.
The suspect is actually telling the truth here. His car is on school grounds, and what they will soon find in it is not only stomach-churning, but brings to question what disturbing secrets could possibly lie in this man's past.
Okay, do you have an ID on you, my man?
The police officer looks over the suspect's ID and confirms that his name is Reed, not Weed, as he agreed when the questioning began. He discovers that Reed is a 35-year-old native of nearby Fairborn, Ohio, and he has no arrests on his record, yet at least.
What drew you to come here? Because I'm just going off of what I've heard so far. They're trying to get the more of the full story right now, but from what I've heard, you basically said that you knew a kid here, or you had a kid that went here. They asked you who that kid was, and you couldn't give him a kid name. And I'm trying to figure out why you're saying that.
They started to kind of say that I had a kid here.
So you came here, you gave a name with the J, right? Is what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
For what reason did you do that?
and just to be a part of the group.
Be part of this group here? Was it more or less how to, like, why did you want to be part of the group? Because obviously you said you're having some psychological issues, right, that you admitted to me. You said that you were trying to get the GMH, correct? And I'm taking that you drove by here and you saw everybody out here, correct? How did you, that's what I'm not understanding. So you drove here, correct? You're trying to get the GMH, but it's not making sense how you ended up here and why you ended up here if you're trying to go to the GMH. So you
Kind of where my illness kind of started stepping in.
Okay, so you saw a group and you kind of got interested. Is that what you're trying to say?
Like I just saw that a bunch of people were here and I said, well, I should come here and maybe feel welcome. I talked to some of the parents and with their kids with them and asked them what grade they were and stuff. So, yeah.
How many do you think you talked to?
Talked to a lot of people today, but
Just here.
Just here.
Yep, just here.
Families.
Yeah, just like family members asking people about their kids and how old they were and what grade they were in, stuff like that. How many do you think you've talked to?
Probably
7? Oh, you said 7?
Yeah.
Okay, 7. So obviously, man, people are obviously a little worried.
A little worried is an understatement, and for good reason. Firstly, there's the principal of the school, Mr. Atkins, who gives his own account of what occurred that afternoon that was meant to be a stress-free, peaceful event for his students and parents. The father and mother of the girl Reed Duran claimed to be the father of are behind him.
Into the building, he said he was the father of a daughter. So he was, as it turns out, it was his daughter. It's not his daughter. He has no relation here. He was fishing for information.
It's my daughter.
And I became suspicious. And so then I find out this was the real father. So we found him out here, and he's got a story about he's looking for his daughter. But he latched onto that name. We don't know if it's a coincidence, if he saw it posted, if he went to the desk, but also, very alarming.
Right.
And
I've got other parents who know my daughter and said they watched him watch her in the classroom and see a picture.
So we don't know why, but it's definitely out of line, very inappropriate, and dangerous,
Right.
and
So
alarming.
when we walked in here, today's check-in day. We walked up to the door and there was a line of adults. I looked at him. I said, "You can go in." I thought he was waiting for a wife or something, and he looked at me up and down and kind of smiled and went to say hi. I said, "Hey." Stood over my daughter's desk. He told me that he saw her picture, stood over my daughter's desk, and had conversations with her teacher about, I will get these, what stuff do I need? She, where's your Kleenex? Where's your pencil? I'll get this, I'll get that. Are you the father? Yes.
He asked me, is this where the supplies go? And pointed to the supply table.
Okay. And then are you a teacher?
Mom.
This is my wife, and we have a daughter. You go in kindergarten here. She's in kindergarten.
And I said, who are you here with? Who are you related to? He said, my parents. So obviously, I'm thinking, well, this is weird. So do you have a daughter here? He said, yes. I said, what's her name? He hesitated, and finally he said, JJ. I said, okay, what grade? Went through that. So we walked down there to the kindergarten room. He started asking questions of the kindergarten teacher. Well, later, these are new parents. I didn't know them yet. So later I get introduced to them, and I knew we got a problem, because that was the name he was claiming.
The parents' and teachers' accounts of the events in the classroom turned Reed's already unbelievable motive for being at the elementary school into a downright impossible one. But can police get him to admit his real reason for being there?
Now I'm starting to get a little frustrated because you're not being completely honest. You walked into that school today, sat behind a little girl and started talking to her. Didn't know anything about her, don't know anybody here, and you start talking to a little girl. What is that about? What is the reason for that?
Just trying to better interact with people, I guess. But yeah, I know it's not normal.
No. To say the words to better interact with people, and hear me out. And your way of doing that is to talk to little girls. Can you also see this right here? You see how frustrated they are? You see what I gotta go down through? I gotta calm them down. And the world that I live in, and the world that we all live in, and the way it's, like I said, schools are these days, with it's going on within schools, the little kids' schools, and you pull this. your alibi of what you're saying makes no sense. I think you had your alibi. You had another attention here today. What is the real reason you came here? It's not here to be interact with people. I don't believe that. I don't believe that you just showed up here to show up here because you saw a group of people. What was the reason? What was the real reason why you came here?
I feel like I live by myself and I spend too much time by myself. So just again, I'm not doing very well psychologically. So I thought, hey, coming to a place that has where it's like, you know, like a family environment. But I understand it's like not normal at all.
You throw it in with adults with their families, and then you walk into a classroom using somebody's kid's name, and then you go stand behind that little girl and you talk to her and you ask her questions. I think your alibi of what your intentions were completely different of what you're telling me.
You interact with everybody, including kids.
Why kids? How old? What's your age?
35.
Okay, you're 35. Why you want to interact with little kids who are like, I'm looking at the age range of like 6 and like 10. Why?
Maybe because someday I might be a dad and it's going to be like around children would be like good for me. But I understand it's not. Indeed, I understand his anger completely.
Yeah, he's pissed. He's pissed off, man. That's his child.
Clearly, Reed's story on why he was at the school is crumbling before his eyes. To say the parents are angry is an understatement, and soon they will.
There's child
for until now. Please note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. On April 16, 2025, Marion County Sheriff's deputies and the Ocala Police Department SWAT team combine efforts to serve a search warrant at a Florida home.
Based upon the facts set forth in the affidavit, I find there is probable cause to believe that the following laws have been violated. Possession of child.
The suspected perpetrator is 17-year-old Christian Edward Scriven, who's placed in the back of a patrol car with his brother.
Hopefully we're not going to jail. I don't think you won't. Huh? I don't think you will. Oh, you? I probably will. All right with that. Love you. Love you too, Dominic.
While his brother Dominic is not questioned about the case due to his intellectual disabilities, Christian and his father are each interviewed separately in recorded sessions with a detective from the Internet Crimes Unit and a Homeland Security investigator.
There's been a significant amount of information provided to us related to child being accessed,
right?
Specifically from your home Wi-Fi.
If one of your kids was to be involved, who you think it would be?
Christian. Dominic, no. Christian, yes. Because he's done it in the past, he's going to do it now, if he's going to do it.
Though they spare the details to Christian's father, what they're about to uncover is even more serious than accessing explicit materials of children and involves a disturbing and calculated pattern of predatory behavior. Before confronting Christian with what they know, they read his Miranda rights.
You understand those rights?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're 17 and a half years old, so when you say you understand them, I'll believe you. Having those rights in mind, are you okay talking with me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When did you get your phone?
Sometime last year. My dad gave it to me because I've been doing good in school.
What kind of games do you play on your phone?
Roblox, Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, card games mainly.
Okay. Why do you think I'd be asking that?
Because something happened, if I'm not mistaken.
In February 2025, Roblox reported Christian's chat logs to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Roblox is an online gaming platform where users, primarily children under 16, create and join games known as experiences while playing as customizable avatars. Christian regularly entered these experiences under the username Lost Shadow.
Where'd that come from?
A name that I thought of.
Okay.
I don't really remember. I just thought about it. Popped in my head.
Yeah, it seems kind of foreboding, just like when you Lost Shadow, just ooh,
No, like I'm like a Sonic type fan. So I think
Oh,
that's
okay.
Why.
So it's Shadow from
Yeah,
Sonic the
I
Hedgehog.
think so.
Okay, that makes sense to me. What do you think happened? You said you think something happened.
I was talking to a kid, but I really didn't know if it was like somebody who was under my age, and some things have been said, and it led to that right now.
Okay. Where were you talking to him?
I believe on Roblox.
Mm-hmm. Just one?
I think it was like multiple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what did you guys talk about?
Like pictures and all that.
Mm-hmm. And so you talked about pictures. When we say pictures, what do we mean by pictures?
Like 30 pictures, I believe.
Okay.
So
Were they all your age?
they said they were. Well, not all of them, but some of them said like 15, 17, like around that range.
In one conversation reported by Roblox, Christian tells a child with an undisclosed age that he is 15 years old and asks unsettling, age-inappropriate questions.
When you lied about your age, what age would you say?
Like either a year above them, or if they're like a year or two above them.
Just in a sense, so they would be comfortable type deal. So if they say they were 13, you say, "Oh, I'm 14."
Or 15, yes, sir.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm being honest with you.
What if they said 10?
I think I said only a few, like about like 12 or so.
Mhm.
But other than that, I probably skipped.
So it will be safe to assume, and correct me if I'm wrong, that basically you wanted to continue that conversation. So you don't want to scare them with this age. So you put yourself at a lower age, so they will continue talking.
Something like that, sir.
When the child doesn't share her own phone number, Christian gives his instead. Since Roblox prohibits the sharing of phone numbers, Christian tricks the filter by sharing it a few digits at a time and instructs the child to text him.
You share a bedroom with your brother?
Yes, sir.
Is your brother like messing around on Roblox too,
no.
or does he use your devices?
No, sir.
Does anyone use your devices?
No, but my dad goes through my phone, if I'm not mistaken, when I'm not here.
When's the last time you went through his phone?
It's been about 3 months.
Did you find anything?
No.
Okay.
It's just I find numbers in there that are not in his contact. And I ask him about it, and he says, "Oh, that's my friend."
While the platform blocks users from sending or receiving photos, a deeper concern persists as individuals continue to lure children away from the platform, where safety features can't protect them.
You can't send pictures through Roblox, right?
No.
So
you
how
can't.
how do the pictures get sent?
Either like through Discord or my phone number.
Discord is a communication platform that allows users to create servers where they can chat via text, voice, or video.
How you end up in Discord? Did somebody like tell you, "Hey, open a Discord so we can talk here"? How'd that happen?
No, I went to it myself.
Are you part of any communities that talk about that
Like-
process?
Like, what do you mean by communities?
Just groups of people speaking on social media or over text or...
No, sir.
No.
I don't think so.
So you don't belong to any Discord servers where people talk about that?
No, Discord service, yeah, I was.
There's some pretty tight-knit communities, right? A lot of them are interconnected. A lot of them, people who are lower up in one server will start their own server. Do you remember what the general premise was behind the group? Was it like a grooming? You talk about grooming kids on Roblox, or
No, sir.
okay, what was it then?
Like on Roblox or on Discord?
On Discord.
No, it wasn't anything about kids. It was just like dirty pictures or videos, whatever.
While Christian admits to moving conversations from Roblox to Discord to speak in private and ask for photos, what investigators are about to reveal is even more horrifying.
Did you ever ask somebody for specific pictures?
Like of what they look like.
Okay,
Like-
so you never said like, "Send me a picture of a little girl," or "Send me a picture of..."
No, sir.
What about, do you ever tell anybody to do anything with other people?
Like tell them to do something to somebody else?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, sir.
I think you know. I think you know what I'm talking about. Well, there's a conversation that I was provided because it rose to a level of concern that was pretty high, where you and another user were talking about their siblings.
In one deeply disturbing exchange with a young girl on Roblox, Christian issues explicit instructions describing in detail what he wants the girl to do to their younger male sibling and demands video evidence. Christian admits to detectives that the sibling was possibly as young as 8 years old.
I mean, what do you think the consequences of that are?
I could possibly, like, get arrested.
No, I just mean, like, what do you think that's going to do to that little kid that you're having him do stuff with?
Negative impact.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. Why did you ask them to make those videos?
I guess to mainly see if they were like telling the truth or whatever. I think that was my main reason.
How much of that is going to be on your phone?
None.
None?
If I'm not mistaken, none, sir.
Okay, so what happened to it?
Most of the dirty pictures that I got were either deleted or they deleted them.
Despite the graphic nature of his messages, Christian appears not to grasp the gravity of his actions.
I wasn't trying to do anything bad. I think I was just like.
I mean, Christian, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think that that's believable or fair for you to claim that you weren't trying to do something bad. And I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be condescending, but I think it's important we are clear in here that is a lie. Is it fair to say?
I mean, yes, sir.
And are we going to find you speaking with any kids on your phone currently?
No, sir.
No? When did it stop?
Like, I think it was like a few days ago, a week ago, something like that.
And what made you remove all those conversations?
Like Discord?
Or just what made you stop? Server get banned or wiped or?
Roblox, my main account did get banned.
Okay.
And I've been getting like warnings.
Though Roblox did shut down his account, Christian simply made a new one.
And you're saying on this new account, you did not try to talk with any kids?
On this new account? No, I did, sir.
As the conversation turns to how many children Christian may have targeted, the scale becomes overwhelming.
From the content that you received, like, for real, how many of them were like young girls that you know I shouldn't have done this?
A few.
And when we say a few, we're talking more than 5?
If I'm not mistaken, yes, sir.
So since this kind of like constant thing you were doing, are we talking about numbers above 20?
Yes, sir.
Is the number above 50?
No, sir.
So we're more in the ballpark of 30?
Yes, sir.
But they'll soon learn the staggering truth that the real number may be exponentially greater. For now, Christian shares his perspective on the entire situation, admitting the outcome was not what he imagined.
I understand it's wrong, and I thought since I was like still a minor, I thought it wasn't gonna be like, it wasn't gonna have I knew it was gonna be bad, but I didn't know it was gonna like lead to this.
Well, did you think when you turned 18 in a few months that you would stop?
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna stop eventually because it was a habit, but
Have you tried to stop before?
Yes, sir.
And trying to stop before, do you believe you would have stopped?
Like I would have, but something like inside me just like kicked in and made me wanted to do it again.
Mm-hmm. Don't you think that may have happened when you turned 18 as well?
No, sir.
You think
because I know when I turn 18 that if I do something like that, I could be in bigger trouble.
But you think a 17-year-old, it's fine to exploit 10-year-old children?
No.
And I'm not, again, I'm not trying to be condescending, but that's what you're telling me.
But no, I understand where you're coming from, and no, I wasn't.
You understand that what you're describing is an addiction.
Yes, sir.
So you might tell us right now that, oh, I'm 18, I'm going to stop. That wasn't going to stop, brother.
I understand.
I'm sorry to tell you that wasn't going to stop. It's going to escalate. This is the problem.
But that's why I was trying to like stop once in a while.
By his own admission, Christian is well aware that his age may have an impact on the justice he'll face for his actions, and has his own opinion for what should happen to him now.
Am I actually getting arrested?
What do you think should happen in a situation like this?
Honestly, my truthful opinion, like, I shouldn't go to like jail, but I think for my actions that I've done, I think I should like know what it's like to like go to jail.
Do you guys have any water? I got water. It's not cold, but you can have some. That's fine.
I know if you guys have like an age for like under 18 or something, you go to a, what is it called again?
The Department of Juvenile Justice?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think I should be punished for my actions and learn from my mistakes and never to make it again.
Okay.
Christian, however, may not get his way. While he did spend the night in the Juvenile Justice Department, the following day investigators returned to confront him with shocking new evidence. Just hours before the search warrant, he was in fact talking to another child, despite earlier claiming he had stopped.
I noticed there was a conversation with a girl yesterday with like a 406 number on your phone.
406 number, I was, but I don't remember who it was, sir.
Would you have continued talking with her today, you think?
No.
What made you stop talking with her?
Just lost interest or something like that, sir.
Like she wasn't showing her face?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Do you know how old she was?
I'm like, I believe 14 or 15. I do want to say something.
Yeah.
I know it's on there, but I forgot to tell you that I have 2 girls on there on Discord.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like you have them. You have one of them labeled a certain way on your bio.
Oh yeah, because she we were talking and she wanted to like be with me or whatever.
Christian's Discord profile reads, "I'm married by someone who I care about and love the most. She's very special to me, and I'm happy to have her in my life." According to the police report, his phone had no contacts or messages retained beyond immediate family and the children he was currently trying to exploit.
When did you start talking to her?
Yesterday.
And
yesterday.
Oh, just yesterday. Why say you're married?
Because she put hers as that, and I just wanted to like.
Where did you meet her? Was it on Discord?
Roblox.
Roblox. Okay. And then what about the other girl? Did you meet her?
Which one?
The other girl that's on there.
Same thing.
Okay. How old is she?
I think the same age. Sir.
How old do they think you are?
I told him I was 17.
Okay.
I told both of them.
Okay. Did you send pictures of yourself?
To show my identity, like who I am, yeah.
Did they send pictures of themselves?
Yes, sir.
Are they clothes pictures or
No,
something different?
just like face pictures.
Okay.
Show them. But the other one, no, she sent me outfit pictures or whatever.
Did you guys talk about, anything at all?
I asked for like content like that, but not like videos. Well, I asked for a little bit of videos, but pictures, and she said she wasn't comfortable with that because of her past relationship, and I respected that.
When asked once more about the number of victims, it becomes immediately clear that the number of children Christian was able to reach and exploit is far beyond what anyone could have imagined.
How many, like a day, of these people would you talk to? Because, seeing that you have the 2 on the Discord and you have the one just from yesterday, and then, there's a lot in the deleteds, but it looks like it's quite a few. How often were you having these conversations?
Probably about like 4 to 5, almost every day.
Okay, 4 or 5 almost every day for the past year?
Almost, yes, sir.
Okay. So probably a little bit more than 50 then.
I really didn't keep count, so probably.
The investigation uncovered conversations with children in 20 different states and multiple countries, and while attempts were made to reach potential victims, some couldn't be contacted. On April 28, 2025, 17-year-old Christian Edward Scribbin was formally charged as an adult. He was later booked into the Marion County Jail, where he remains held without bond. He entered a plea of not guilty. The case is ongoing, with a pretrial conference scheduled for September 9, 2025. If you'd like to see select new videos early and help us keep uncovering case files that rarely come to light, you'll find extra footage and unseen details on our Patreon. Channel memberships here on YouTube also include early access to select new videos.
Don't compromise quality insurance for savings or your time for this ad. Hit that skip button, or don't, and watch me skip.
You in there? Yes. Yes.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
I broke my wedding vow to never watch a movie without my wife. Here come the Eiders. I assume.
Rick, did you watch this movie without me?
What?
Rick! I'm just messing with him. I watched Sketch on Angel 2 weeks ago.
Honey, I am so sorry. Will you please watch this movie with me?
I will. For the third time.
How could you?
Shh, it's a good part.
What are we watching tonight?
Who's hiding under the blanket?
Just a friend, like a really close friend.
She's your girlfriend?
Because I just met her. That's way too soon.
How long ago did you meet her?
About 2 days ago.
2021. Does look like her? Hey, I got a question for you. Is that you?
No, sir. That's
No.
his wife.
His wife? He's got condoms in the center console.
I lied about who she was?
Yeah. This is gonna work a whole lot easier if you quit lying to me.
Over 1,400 miles from home, a young girl is found hiding under a blanket during a routine traffic stop. Behind the wheel is a 32-year-old man who claims he just met her days earlier in Las Vegas. But when police start peeling back the story, they find lies, fake names, and the culmination of a shocking multi-state investigation.
Yeah,
You said she's 19.
I did the math wrong. I didn't know.
The following report is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. Please note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. Just as the sun is coming up in Navajo County, Arizona, a sheriff's deputy notices a black SUV headed eastbound on Interstate 40 with several items hanging from the rearview mirror. When he pulls up behind the vehicle, the driver instantly takes the next exit, at which point the deputy makes the stop, only to find that the driver is not alone.
How you doing? Good. I'm Smith. I'm with the Navajo County Sheriff's Office. The reason I pulled you over, you have all those things hanging from your rearview mirror. That's an obstruction of view from the roadway.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Who's hiding under the blanket? Huh? Well, can I have you put the blanket down just so I know that there's not a gun or nothing under there?
There's nothing. It's passed out.
She all right?
Yeah. You ready? Just thinking.
Okay. Is there anyone else in the car hiding?
No, just two dogs.
2 dogs?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I get your driver's license, your registration, and your insurance? Can I have her keep this blanket down? I don't know if there's like a weapon or anything underneath there.
I promise. She's just passed out.
Just passed out?
Yeah, it's just sleeping. It's early. You can start.
Okay. Can I get her ID?
She doesn't.
What's her name? Daisy? Daisy what? And birthday?
2007. Yes.
2007?
Yeah.
Daisy Garcia Guzman? Okay. All right, can I have you come on back? I'll give you a written warning.
The driver, Raul Alexis Arellano Romero, is patted down and taken to sit in the deputy's front seat. But it's the identity of his female passenger that will turn this routine traffic stop into a morning of mystery.
You're not gonna lock me in here.
You got a handle. How's your day going so far?
Pretty good. Not too bad. A little tired, but not too bad.
Gotcha. Where are you coming from?
I'm originally from Puerto Rico, actually.
Or where are you coming from?
Oh, right now? From So I traveled to Las Vegas, and I'm on my way back home to New Mexico.
Gotcha. So you don't live in Alabama anymore?
No, I don't.
That's not how you get to New Mexico.
It's, well, I had to kind of stop a little bit because it's starting to get tired. So I thought I could find somewhere here, but I guess there's nothing here. Thought that was possibly a gas station. That doesn't look like one.
Yeah, you just passed like a dozen of them, actually.
Oh, I did, for real?
Yeah.
I feel very, very weird being in your car right now, I'm not gonna lie.
What is that? Would you rather stand out in the cold?
I mean, I could have just stayed in the car. It's just kind of weird. I've never been invited into.
Consider it your first time.
Yeah.
Where's Daisy from? Alabama or New Mexico?
I think she's from New Mexico, if I remember correctly. Yes.
She's your girlfriend?
No, she's not.
Who is she?
Just a friend. Like a really close friend. Nothing like that.
How old is she?
19.
The deputy has noticed Raul's nervousness, writing in his report that his hands were shaking as he handed over his license. He decides to dig a little deeper into Raul's story.
So she's 19, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, she's an adult.
Mm-hmm.
You said she didn't have an ID on her.
Mm-mm.
What do you mean by that?
That I don't think she has one. I don't think she's ever gotten one yet.
Not even an ID?
Not that I know of. I mean, she hasn't shown me or talked to me about one, so I really don't know.
How long ago did you meet her?
About 2 days ago, something like that.
Where'd you meet her at?
Vegas.
And you were just taking her home?
Nah, kind of. Not really like that. She just said that she's never been to New Mexico. And I told her, I'm like, well, it's really flat land, so thought we'd go and see it
I
together.
thought you said she was your girlfriend.
I never said she was.
Okay. Must have been a misunderstanding.
No, I know. I never said she was. I just met her. That's way too soon. Just been kind of getting to know her, I guess.
With Raul's answers not quite lining up, the deputy calls for backup.
So what are you planning on doing with her?
Nothing. Just, she wanted to go to New Mexico, so she asked for a drive. That's why I think she's like a drifter or something. Or a nomad.
We got a problem with human smuggling going on.
I don't know what that means.
You don't know what human smuggling is?
English isn't my first language, so...
You speak very good English.
I know,
you know
I know I do, but smuggling sounds like...
I was not born yesterday. You know what human smuggling, human trafficking is?
Human trafficking, yes.
Okay.
But
there's a little bit of a difference. So human smuggling would be hiding an individual that's not from this country, bringing them across and taking them somewhere to another state.
Gotcha.
Like you met a female 2 days ago.
Yeah.
You're taking her to another state.
I gotcha, but...
And you don't really know anything about her.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Do I really look like the smuggling type?
Anybody can be a smuggler.
That's valid.
We've got grandmas, we got grandpas, we got...
Oh, no.
anybody.
That's just crazy.
I can tell you that as soon as I get behind you, you jump off the interstate and you go to a dead-end road saying that you're going to New Mexico. It doesn't help.
Oh, that's fair. Well, I mean, I'm not from here.
To get to the bottom of things, the deputy turns to the girl for answers.
Do you have an ID on you, Daisy? And what's your last name?
Garcia Guzman.
Okay. What are you doing with him?
Just going to visit some family.
When did you meet him?
A long time ago.
A long time ago.
Couple years.
Okay.
As a K-9 unit arrives on scene, the police gather Daisy and Raul together so the drug dog can sniff the vehicle. The deputy takes the opportunity to again ask a question he's gotten 2 different answers to.
How old are you, Daisy?
I'm 17.
You're 17.
I thought you were 19.
Well, I'm 2007.
2007.
With the internet.
Oh, well, man, I did the math wrong.
With that odd excuse hanging in the air, the K-9 deputy comes back with news that adds yet another wrinkle to this traffic stop.
All right, y'all. So my K-9's trained to detect 4 odors, okay? Cocaine, methamphetamine, heroin, and fentanyl. You indicate a positive alert to the vehicle. Having said that, have you guys been in contact with any of those drugs?
Like, with any, no.
No,
Maybe
like no
weed, but...
He is alert to weed, man.
Okay, well, that's...
No one's smoked any meth, no friends in Vegas messing around with anything?
No, and I didn't really have anybody in the car much, so...
Okay. My K-9 over to the vehicle in the state of Arizona gives us probable cause to search the vehicle, okay? So we are going to be searching the vehicle. You guys are saying we're not going to find anything? No tutors, no paraphernalia, nothing like that?
Nothing.
Okay.
As they prepare to search the car, Daisy and Raul are separated once more.
Daisy, can you come here real quick?
Maybe at most.
Can I search you real quick?
Like, weed, but nothing like crazy or anything like that.
You got nothing on you? I'm gonna have you sit in the front seat of my car, okay? Before anybody goes in here without me in there, I gotta put you in handcuffs, okay? Just so you don't grab any of my stuff. Just go ahead and put them behind your back.
Wait, why are you?
She's just detained right now.
Because I'm not gonna be in here to watch her. She's just gonna sit in my vehicle. I don't need anyone going through my computer and
Oh, okay.
As they begin the search, the deputies discuss the growing discrepancies in the pair's stories.
So she's hiding under this.
Yeah.
And like I pull it up, she looks young. He says she's 19 and they met 2 days ago. She says they met a long time ago and that she's 17.
Okay.
And they met in Vegas and he's taking her home to New Mexico. Or to New
LPRs
Mexico.
have him in Idaho, and he said he only went to Vegas.
Interesting.
He's got knives all over the place. I'll definitely CCH. She has no luggage in the car. Oh, there's the weed.
But at the moment, the deputies are more interested in finding out the truth behind Daisy and Raul's situation than what they found in the SUV.
Now that you're not next to him, have you seen him use any drugs over the past couple days?
No, sir.
No. And how old are you?
17.
Okay, so did you get him a fake ID?
No, sir.
Did you give him a fake name and date of birth?
No, sir.
So why does the date of birth that he ran come back to someone who's 19? You don't know? Okay, how long have you known him?
Multiple years.
Multiple years, okay. And how old is he? Not sure. Do you know his full name?
Raul Alexis Ariana.
Okay. Is that your boyfriend or no, just a friend?
We're kind of like family.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you a personal question. It's up to you if you want to answer. Have you guys had any kind of sexual contact or that? No? Okay.
The cops note that a fake tattoo on Daisy's neck is wearing off, giving them more reason to suspect that she might be younger than she's letting on. Meanwhile, the other deputy turns up the heat on Raul.
Can you relay exactly what happened this weekend?
What do you mean?
With her and your travel plans and everything like that?
Why?
Because it's not adding up. I've talked to her, talked to you. I'm getting two different stories. I just want to figure out what actually happened so that we can go on from there.
Okay, what did she say?
I'm not going to tell you that.
Well, I mean, I feel weird answering. I just told you what I told you what happened.
So you met her 2 days ago?
Yes.
You went to Vegas, you met her 2 days ago?
Yes. Well,
You said she's 19, she's 17.
I did the math wrong. I didn't know.
And what are your plans with her? Because it
Nothing.
doesn't make sense that you're going to take her to New Mexico, but you're not going to take her home.
I am taking her back. I travel a lot. So I just going to New Mexico for a little bit. I'm going to see my mom. My dog just died. One of my dogs just died, or my mom's dog just died.
Well, what are you going to do with her? You said you're not taking her to your mom.
Not like to stay. Not like that. No. She's going to get a hotel, I'm guessing. I really don't know.
With what money?
I didn't really think about that, to be honest. I guess with mine. Anyways, at this point, I feel like I need a lawyer because I'm feeling a little harassed. I'm not gonna lie.
You're not being harassed. You're detained.
I know,
at this
but-
point, okay? You're gonna go in the back of one of these cars.
Seems a little sketchy. So I'm
No.
saying,
You'll be fine.
started off with
You'll be fine.
Sure. I'm not from here. I don't know how this place works, and I know some places.
I can tell you that if you're taking a 17-year-old girl across state lines and you don't know any of that information, you go to Vegas, you pick her up, everything that I've seen so far, obviously you're detained, okay?
The deputy will soon discover the truth behind Daisy's identity, but it will take some work to get past what he believes is possibly Raul's coaching.
All right, easy. So I've got a bunch of questions because this isn't really making sense to me, okay? Are you from California?
No, sir.
Where are you from?
Right where I was born.
Like where are you living right now?
What's it called? I forgot what it's called.
Just be honest with me, please, because we will figure out everything, okay? Just please be honest with me so that it's not any more confusing than it needs to be. Can I get your real name? We're gonna get a fingerprint scanner here. We're gonna get a fingerprint scanner here.
Do I have to do it?
What?
Do I have to do it?
Yeah, we're gonna get your identity. Okay, so I'm gonna need your full name. Here's the thing, Daisy, or whatever your name is. You're not in trouble right now. We are the police. We're here to help you. We're not here to get him in trouble, but you're 17 years old. I cannot let you go with him from here on. Okay? So we need to figure out who you are and where we can help you go. What's your name?
Daisy.
No, tell me your real name.
Daisy.
Okay, how do you spell it? Here's the thing. If you lie about your name, you're going to jail. And we will figure it out. We've got facial recognition and the fingerprint scanner. Okay. So I'm going to give you, this is your last chance to give me a truthful identification. You're going to have to give me a true name and a date of birth, otherwise you go to jail. Okay?
At last, the girl admits to the deputy that she's not a 17-year-old nomad, but rather a 13-year-old from the opposite side of the country.
You can cancel the facial rec and fingerprint scanner. Located the 101. She's a missing juvenile out of Alabama.
Daisy's real name turns out to be Dayetzi Pizarro, listed as missing on a bulletin from the Marshall County, Alabama Sheriff's Office on April 19th, 11 days earlier. It's far from the last twist in this rapidly intensifying case.
What grade are you in?
8th.
How long ago did you run away?
Like a week ago.
Okay, and what are you doing with him?
Huh?
What are you doing with him?
I'm just traveling.
The alert out of Alabama about Dayetzi also lists a person of interest, none other than 32-year-old Raul Alexis Arellano Romero.
Right now, you're detained because you lied about who she was. Okay?
I lied about who she was?
Yeah. You've known her longer than 2 days. You've been traveling with her for longer than that. You lived in Alabama, right?
Yes.
Okay. When did you leave Alabama?
Wow, a while ago.
How long is a while ago, man?
Like a while.
Like years?
Months. Like months. Like we're talking about maybe 8 months.
Okay.
Almost a year.
2021.
Does that look like her?
I don't know.
Hey, I got a question for you. Is that you?
No, sir. That's
No.
his wife.
His wife?
Yeah.
Okay. It's his wife. So has she been with you ever since you left Alabama?
No.
Okay, so when did you pick her up?
Like 2 or 3 days ago.
I know, see, dude, this is gonna work a whole lot easier if you quit lying to me, okay? I know you're lying to me, bro. We already know that you've been with her for longer than 2 days. So are you gonna tell me honestly how long you've been with her?
Wait, what makes you think that you know that I've been with her?
I'm done with talking with you. Sit in that car. I've already talked to her. I got all the information that I need.
But when the deputies get on the phone with authorities in Alabama, they learn that there's still much more to uncover in this disturbing case.
It looks like it says she left around like in the morning while the family was asleep. It looks like it was from 7/28/2024.
Exhaustion.
And she was reported missing.
It turns out that this is actually the second time Raul has been accused of taking the girl on an unauthorized road trip, and the deputy gets on the phone with authorities in Massachusetts to learn more about a pending case from last year.
So we had a kidnapping case here in Massachusetts back in, I believe it was in July. He drove all the way over here and picked this child up who was here. She was here on vacation with her mom, her biological mom. He came here and picked her up and took her out of state lines. We were able, through with help with the state police, we were able to find them out in like Virginia somewhere, and he was arrested. He was in prison for some time. His case is actually coming up soon. I was just on the phone with the DA. I was not aware that she was on the run again with him.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys found her. Thank you guys. I'll be in touch. Give me a little bit of time. I'm gonna be in touch with her parents as well as the DA's office here, and I'll call you guys back.
Raul is transported to the Navajo County Sheriff's Office for questioning, while Dayetzi is taken to the Family Advocacy Center in Show Low to be given a forensic interview.
I know it may seem like it, but you're still not in trouble, okay? We're not charging you with anything. They're probably going to have to arrange for a way to get you back home, and I don't know what your relationship is with your parents, but maybe get you in contact with them, if that's what you want.
In her interview, Dayetzi says she met Raul 2 years ago through her older brother. They began communicating through online games like Fortnite and Call of Duty, where she told him that she wanted to take a trip to Vegas. He picked her up outside her house, and they stayed the night in Tennessee and Montana before finally arriving at a hotel in Henderson, Nevada. She insists that they slept in separate beds and had no intimate contact, and while some items of interest were found in Raul's vehicle.
He's detained right now because he's in the prison. He's got condoms in the center console. He's talking to her still.
No charges regarding a physical relationship have been filed. Meanwhile, at the sheriff's office, Raul is less than cooperative with the detectives.
We've been talking to Dave. We've been getting all the information she has. So we've talked to her, and now we want your side of the story. I want to hear from you, right? What's going on? So, can you start where at the beginning?
Honestly, I have nothing to say.
What do you mean by that?
Exactly that. The straightforward meaning of nothing to say. I don't feel comfortable enough talking to you guys, especially after all of this. This was just a stop because I had stuff hanging on my my mirror, like, you know, the mirror to look in the back. And then it went for, all of a sudden it turned into like they were checking to see if my car had drugs, and it got completely blown out of proportion. So I don't feel confident enough with any of you guys, to be honest.
With Raul unwilling to talk, the detective reveals what comes next.
I don't know if they told you there, but there was a warrant for your arrest for kidnapping, nationwide extradition. So you will be booked into the Navajo County Jail that you went to earlier for that warrant, okay?
Raul Alexis Arellano Romero was transported back to Alabama the next day, where he was charged with interference with custody. Arellano Romero's case remains open and ongoing. If you'd like to see select new videos early and help us keep uncovering case files that rarely come to light, you'll find extra footage and unseen details on our Patreon. Channel memberships here on YouTube also include early access to select new videos.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44. This is a first look at the current industry-leading AI app builder, and you wouldn't believe the kind of apps that people are creating. Smart nutrition apps, inventory trackers, onboarding tools, you name it. And if the only thing stopping me from making the app is the idea, then why not build an app that gives me endless app ideas? So let's make it. Pro tip, I draft the full app spec in ChatGPT, and then I drop the prompt directly into Base 44. It gives me super detailed structure. And here it is. Everything I laid out in detail as it goes. This is pretty awesome, but I want to make it playful. So I'm going to add a swipe left and swipe right interface. The same usability we all know. Now I'm going to add one more feature. So every idea that I favorite will turn into a kickoff prompt to start building the app itself. And that's it. Just come up with your idea, any idea, and Base 44 will do the rest. So go to Base 44 and create apps with your name on it.
Your body language speaks louder than your resume. I'm going to teach you how to walk into any room and command it. Start standing out right now.
That's where I saw him last, like right there, literally 2 seconds.
Okay.
And he does play right here, but he knows not to go in the woods. But if I'm not with him, he might. That's the trail that I saw him go down.
He's not that far. Only you'd be surprised.
He's our only son, so he's our world. Oh no.
A Florida mom's most unspeakable fears come to life when her 3-year-old son goes missing in the treacherous woods behind their house. Police must use all of their manpower, tools, and training if they're to overcome the daunting odds. But if it seems that all hope is lost on this tragic morning, maybe a vigilant neighbor and diligent officers can save the day.
And you said you're back?
Yep.
Come on, this way.
Police in DeLand, Florida spring into action when a desperate woman calls 911 to report that her 3-year-old son has vanished into the woods behind her house.
Well, there's a ton of woods back here. Let's hope he ended up in like a neighbor's backyard.
There's a lot of people out on the street, though. I would hope that if, a person saw a 3-year-old by himself walking around.
That would be a welcome outcome because the Florida woods harbor a number of threats, including rattlesnakes, other venomous snakes, wild hogs, and even bears. For a child this young, even the landscape itself can turn hostile very quickly. At the residence, responding officers with the DeLand Police Department conduct a thorough search of the home, hoping to bring this crisis to a successful end as soon as possible.
Jess, don't shut.
Just start looking at him. Good in all the closets and stuff.
As the initial sweep of the house winds down with no encouraging results, Jennifer's distress grows by the moment.
I know he's your.
The dog gonna be?
They're running code. They're going as fast as they can. But that dog is very good.
I need him here immediately because
I know.
he's only 3.
Has he ever done this before? No. Okay. Do you have a picture of him?
Yeah.
Probably I can send it out.
And
everything. There's a video. Okay. Let me just take a picture.
Police officers are streaming into the area. A search helicopter is en route, and the K-9 unit is on the way. Still, a lot can go wrong in just a few minutes, and a note of panic creeps into Jennifer's voice as she relates the story of what happened.
slowly opened the cab. She didn't have any food this morning. So I let her in, and I watched Kaden walk in the backyard. I watched him down by the sand pit. It was less than 20 seconds, and he was gone. He had this habit with him. I don't know. I cannot find him. I called 911. They're here. They have a dog coming this month.
Ma'am, just try to come over here, okay?
Several new officers arrive at the scene, and more are on the way. This is an all-hands-on-deck emergency.
So the last place was just out back here?
Down here by the woods. I guess he likes the woods, but we're just trying to keep her off the track
Did we
because
yell for him and all that? Yeah,
that's
she
what
did.
Mom
She was.
did. Yeah, she's been down. She's been up and down.
Jennifer is at her wit's end, making it even more crucial for police to keep their cool.
Quinn's trying to keep Mom off the track right now because she's. I don't blame her. I mean, she's free.
Oh yeah, I'd be.
Yeah. Mickey Mouse shirt, blue pants, came across. Got a tablet with them. He's 3. Hayden.
Need this dog.
I think he's here.
The K-9 unit has arrived, and the police now have an important new ally in the search for the missing boy.
You would have her get, like maybe some blanket, pillow, like. All right, Bubbles. Time to make that money. Time to make that money, Bubbles.
Don't compromise quality insurance for savings or your time for this ad. Hit that skip button, or don't, and watch me skip.
You in there? Yes. Yes.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Before the dog Midnight can begin the search, he must familiarize himself with Caden's specific scent.
Never seen Midnight work.
Corporal Clark gets his dog focused on the mission with a check command STOPA, meaning track.
So, we're going to stay here, okay? So while the dog works.
That's where I saw him last, like right there, literally in 2 seconds.
Okay.
And he does play right here, but he knows not to go in the woods. But if I'm not with him, he might. That's the
Okay.
trail that I saw him go down.
I got you.
But if there's no water over here that I know of.
Okay.
Do you know if there's any water over here?
I do not know. But we got our helicopter up, we got our track dog.
The search is in full swing, but Jennifer's knowledge of the wooded landscape may not be entirely accurate.
There's a bunch of water down there, Tab. There's a bunch of water down there.
The presence of water adds an undeniable layer of danger to the situation, and not just due to the unique threat of alligators. Nearly 1,000 children drown every year in the U.S., and more than half of them are under the age of 4. Even with these distressing statistics at hand, the mission remains the same. As Midnight does his best to sniff out the right track, police continue to canvass the area and speak to neighbors.
Yeah. You go ahead and sit down, man.
No, it's taking everything in me not to go over there.
I got you. If you like to sit down.
Stand right out here.
Okay. You want to sit down right here, though, ma'am? So you don't.
Oh, it's right here. Stop. I'm not gonna do something like that, but I'm very like.
I got you.
He has his tablet with him, so he's engulfed in his. That's how it happened.
Gotcha.
He never comes out here with his tablet. It's not allowed. But I was literally putting groceries away. I feel like it's because he had his tablet and he's just looking at the screen and he just walked. I didn't find his tablet. His blue tablet.
All right. So the good news is cameras didn't capture him going to the front. So yes.
No, that door was
for sure
be able to be open, and he knows not to go on this side of the house. That's why he's back here.
Okay.
The fact that Caden is almost certainly in the woods may stretch the definition of good news, and that becomes more apparent when Midnight begins to falter in his search.
We messed him up? No, I think he just. We lost. Back to the beginning.
The dog will need a fresh start, but back at the house, Jennifer sees something that gives her hope.
I could have sworn I just saw something over there.
By any chance, are you guys walking back towards the residence?
Kaden!
10-9? Okay, good. We saw something walk past, but don't know if it's you guys.
Nothing?
He's still working.
The officer assures Jennifer that the search is still ongoing, but the dog's unsuccessful first effort is not an encouraging sign. In another area of the woods, police come across an ominous sight.
Oh no. There's like a shed over there. You want me to check it out?
Like an abandoned looking shed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Back at the house, Midnight reacquaints himself with the child's scent before giving the search another go.
Hey.
Any more stuff?
No, that should be good. Are you gonna go on your community page?
Yeah.
Let everybody know. I see the neighbors are walking around now.
The search for Caden has grown into a local event, with many people pitching in to help. Still, the police department's best hope remains with Midnight.
Yeah, that's good boy. That's good boy. Yes.
Midnight is working hard under difficult conditions, but he eventually comes to an impasse, and it seems the trail has gone cold once again.
They're still looking. They're in the bag with the kid and all with it. He has his tablet with him.
Jennifer's decision to immediately call for help was undoubtedly the right move, and the police are determined not to leave any stone unturned.
Yeah, we copy. We're at the church right over here, which is directly north of it.
With Midnight tirelessly searching the woods, the cops spare no effort in looking everywhere else. Unfortunately, there's still no sign of Caden, and the officers keep finding things that make the situation worse.
Yeah, the whole property line with barbed wire.
Meanwhile, the officers with Midnight begin to lose faith in their trusted tracker.
I know. I'm not trying to. Oh no, he's on. This forte is dope. No, I got you. No, I know he finds people, but I'm just saying, just if we want to get corrections dogs out here, the van trackers. It might be better. Do you have a connection? You want me to go through dispatch? I don't have a connection with them. 502 Central. Come on, dude, stop wrapping up. You're gonna frustrate me, and then you're gonna get frustrated. Where's he at? Did we overtake your dog and mess him up? Oh, he found it again. This is strange.
Windows of hope are beginning to close, but it's clear listening to Jennifer talking to a neighbor that she's not giving up the fight.
He was gone. Gone. I was screaming his name, and there's trails back there. I went down the trail. There's a trail that intersects, and there's people over here. I don't know what backs up over here. This all has happened in the less than 15 minutes. I don't want to hear that he's lost. I just want my stuff to be found.
You couldn't have walked that far. There's only 3. You'd be surprised.
I mean, they got a lot of energy.
Back at the house, Jennifer seizes on a hideous possibility.
Hey, miss, do you think you could peek over in that pool? Okay. Can you look to see? See the pool? Can you just look over, see the pool? Make sure nothing's in the pool? Okay. Okay.
It is a moment of relief, but it doesn't answer Jennifer's most important question. Where is her son? However, the officer with her has heard something over the radio that could change the direction of this agonizing day.
Okay, cool. So they're out with her neighbor. They said about 4 or 5 minutes ago she's heard a little kid crying in the woods. So they're checking right now.
The officer just told me that a neighbor just heard a kid crying in the woods.
So it's a good thing. He's there. No problem. I'm trying to keep you updated.
He's our only son, so he's our world.
I gotcha. I completely understand.
Everything in my life, my husband.
The neighbor who reported the sounds actually cautions officers that it might have been cats. Even so, in a search with very few leads, her story is the best thing they have to work with.
Right here, so I'm cut down the side.
And you said I'm back?
Yep.
Come on, this way. Hey.
I ordered 200 hand-forged knives to my dorm room and built a Wix website to sell them. I'm Noah Rosen, founder and owner of Forged to Table Knives. Working my way up through the culinary industry, I knew a lot of people that would love an affordable handcrafted knife, so I saw the opportunity and built my own online empire. When someone first gets to ForgedToTable.com, we want them to have a curated shopping experience. With Wix, the detail and precision we put into crafting every knife went into the website in the same way. At Forged to Table, we're all chefs, so our blog is our creative outlet. With Wix, we're able to provide content and really good recipes that are really delicious while bringing customers into the products. Having a great platform means that we can serve 1,000 customers on the site every day, $1 million in revenue, and I'm just getting started.
Your setup wants Opera GX, and you're holding it back. Download Opera GX.
Hey. Come here, buddy. Where you at? I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Get him, Bubba. Find him, Bubba. Five, 10, and 11 Central. I got him.
A very close coworker of mine. Her 3-year-old daughter.
Guess what?
You know her.
Guess what?
Mhm.
We found him. They found him.
It just haunts me. Where is it? Where?
What was that? I'm sorry. I was listening.
Yeah. You're saying, guess what? I was like, oh, you know.
No. I'm sorry. I was just trying to give you good news for a second.
Yeah, so it's like always a fear of mine. Because we had to go to the funeral and she died because there was a retention pond. And it was just like, of all the million places for her to get out, she went right to the retention pond and drowned. 3 years old. And
Gotcha.
This happened less than 5 years ago. So it's just,
Right.
I know not to mess around with that. Always keep my eye on him.
Right.
You know,
We found him though.
Thank you so much. Until I
Would you like to sit down now?
No,
Take a little.
until I see him, until I see him and he's in my arms. I'm
Right.
God, like,
I gotcha.
Jennifer has been trapped in a nightmare of worst-case scenarios from the moment she lost sight of her son. But the biggest problem Caden has right now is the incessant licking of a very excited search dog.
Come here, buddy. Come on, I'm gonna take you home. I'm gonna take you home, okay? Come on. Midnight found him. Hey, buddy. Is your blanket? Come on. Hey, buddy. Good job, buddy. Good job, Midnight. Good job, Bubba. You're not in trouble. Oh, he likes it. Good job. Come here. Come here. We're gonna take your mom. We're gonna take your mom, okay? You gonna grab the dog for us? Here, Bubba. Midnight here. Midnight here. Midnight here. Midnight here. Good boy. Good boy, buddy. Good boy. Good boy, Bubba.
The neighbor's information turned the tide, and now the good news spreads.
They found him. Oh, thank God. Here, but until I see him, I don't know. But okay, told me they found him. Thank God. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, I was gonna say.
Mom and child are finally reunited.
No. This is the good part of the job.
Yeah. Yeah.
We find kids that get lost, and we help mom. The neighborhood loves us. Come on. Oh, that's a good boy. Good job. Thanks, sir.
There will likely be many takeaways from this long day, but for now, it's enough that the mom, child, and police enjoy this singular moment of triumph.
You okay, buddy?
Literally 2 seconds.
You okay? You want to see his dog? Did my doggy lick you too much?
Yeah.
Yeah. He licked you a lot. You want to get a picture with your dog and him? Is it okay with you, Mom?
Yeah.
Can I take a picture with you with my dog? These are things we're going to remember our whole career. This is it. You're ready to go inside. Lots. 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 Harry Mike. Harry Cheese. Smile, big guy. All right. All right. I think that's all Midnight's going to give us.
Midnight can have it.
That's not yours. Hey. House. We can get plenty of those.
Midnight may not get away with the boy's stuffed animal, but he won't leave the scene unrewarded.
Daddy, thank you for treats. You get the treats for being a big boys. It's such a good boys. There you go, Bubba's. Oh, that's a good dog.
6 weeks later, the DeLand police chief recognized Officer Clark, K-9 Midnight, and 3 other officers with the Life-Saving Award for their work on this day. However, unfortunately, the neighbor who gave vital information was not recognized.
It's time to ask more of our browser.
Hey Copilot, adjust all these recipes for 7 guests and combine them into one cooking schedule. Also, I'm out of milk.
Here's a cooking schedule scaled for 7 guests and also milk-free.
Freedom.
Hendrick. Your vehicle can get you from A to B.
But why stop there?
We want to see it go from
A to Z. Servicing your vehicle with Hendrick
Extends the life of your vehicle.
It's a fact.
Want to know another fact?
We'll do your road-ready maintenance for free.
Book your road-ready appointment today.
Thank you all for being here. Ordinarily, this would be our Monday press conference in which we focus on 2 different things. One of them being gun violence data, and another being a related special topic. That is not what we're doing today. This press conference is yielding to the needs and the wishes and the priorities of the family of Kata Scott. In the process,